Well, good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Well, apart from the fact that we've got sync issues already, but that's fine. We can deal with that. I'll just do reloading of streams. We'll just do them one at a time. Hello there. Thank you very much for that 2-month resub, Death Fears None. Thank you very much. Welcome on in. Hi there, Tails and Wings. Hi there, Pumpkinhead Live. Yes, I know it said Planet Coaster and Snap. My apologies, I messed that up. I forgot to change one thing, but as you can see, it is clearly a cities in a snap. So we will soon be getting started. We'll give everyone about 5 minutes. We'll make sure that everyone is loaded in. Can someone go and check with Zarizi, please, if he is loaded in and, of course, ready? And yes, look at the lineup we have tonight. We have the wonderful Night Morphis, the fantastic Eclipse Chris, the wonderful Giggles, completely new to the competition, and also completely new to the competition, Zreezy with the Pizza Dog. Oh yes, there's a doggo on that stream, and isn't that just perfection? You want to see it, don't you? You always want to see it. So it looks like most people are loaded into maps. Yep, thank you, Pumpkin, for nipping across there to check that for me. And I guess you'll come back with an answer. So yeah, we have a Cities in a Snap tonight. I should probably go and announce that in the Discord. Let's do that. Let's announce that we are live now. At cities. No, do you know what? At everyone. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing. Thank you very much, Board Builder, for that amazing raid. Thank you very much for dropping on by. Hello, Board Builder. Hi, Soylent Bob. How are you doing? Welcome on in. We are live now over at twitch.tv/games in a snap. Hey there, Minxie Rose. How you doing? Welcome on in. Hi, Tails and Wings again. Board, yep, Snap Day indeed. It's been a while. Well, it hasn't been that long. We will be revealing details of our next. Yeah, I'm gonna at everyone, and I'm gonna publish that. Yeah, I'm absolutely atting everyone there. Yeah, I will be announcing the theme for the next Citizen Snap tonight towards the end, and we will be announcing the date for the first leg of the 2-leg competition. That's right, folks. The Planet Coaster and Snap 2-leg competition is going to be ready to go soon. And talking of soon, we have a couple of minutes until start time. Minxie, you love this map. Have you made sure to load it in and have a look? And of course, I will update the bot now-ish to allow us to show you what that map is. Of course, I do not have that enabled until the event because, well, I'm not going to give anyone any hints, am I? No. So that's all enabled. So if you go exclamation mark in the chat, bot and a snap should tell you what map we're running on tonight. Hi there, Cuboid. How you doing? Welcome on in. Trying to shout out Board Builder. Oh no, didn't work. Let's try that again. Exclamation mark map from Minxie Rose is not playing nicely. Oh. Excuse, but why is... Oh, okay. Because I've got an action not enabled as well. Try that again, please, Minxie. We'll make it work. Hi there, Aaron. Welcome on in. And hello, Teddy Radko. How are you doing this evening? Loving the donut vans. Loving the hot dog vans. Oh, yes. They are excellent. We have the map command, which means we have a bot. Which means if you stick exclamation mark participants in, you will get links to these 4 wonderful builders' channels. And it is now, I believe, approaching that time. Right. Dreezy is ready to go. Thank you very much, Pumpkin. Oh, I'm going to start using that announcement thing with the bot. Remind me to do that later. I can't do it for tonight. But anyway, with that, let's count it down. In fact, let's say, well, let's just do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I think giving them 4 messages like that is enough. Our task today, Teddy Radko, is we want to look for the best small town. Yep, this has run again. This has run before. Thank you for the register command and the participants command in chat there, Mix Heroes. Hi there, Wookie690, how are you doing? Yep, tonight we will be building small towns. Now, I haven't said anything about what classes as a small town. I haven't sort of put any limits on that. That's what whatever people want to interpret that as. This time for small towns, just in case you've been here before. The last time small towns was run, well, number one, I wasn't the host. I was in one of those windows. And number two, there was no rail connection. And boy, did I moan about that. We have rail connections this time. So let's have a look at what everyone's doing. You can see that, let's go around. So Night Morphis is working with terrain. The terrain for this map is not nice. I gave reasonably unpleasant terrains here. Aaron, as long as you can convince the chat that your city counts as a small town, that's fine. Yeah, I made sure this map is interesting. I am expecting to see quite an amount of terraforming. Night Morphis is doing some right now. Eclipse Chris has done a lot. He's using the UK roads as well. So it'll be interesting to see what he's doing apart from the fact that it's UK themed. Because we already know that. Giggles, a complete newcomer to the competition, is already having frame issues. Hopefully she does manage to not get the dreaded curse of snap. Hopefully it all holds out. Already sort of working on infrastructure, and I believe sort of laying out roads around the town. And then we have Zreezy, another complete newcomer to the competition, someone that a lot of us know rather well. If you don't, you should follow all of these, by the way. All 4 of these wonderful streamers absolutely do deserve your follows. And Zreezy is also working with that terrain tool. Now, that terrain tool, remember, is not particularly easy to use necessarily, especially around networks that have already been placed. So it is possible that we will be placing, we will be seeing network replacements take place. Remember that other than a couple of features, all mods are allowed. We have made one exception to the usual rules. The usual rules state that you can't import anything from PO. However, one exception has been made for one item to be imported with PO. I'm not going to let anyone on to what that item is, because I'm sure that everyone will see it, and everyone here has probably seen it before if you've watched a lot of Cities in a Snap, or any, well, no, more Cities in a Snap events. Games in a Snap, the Planko side doesn't work. When is the next Planko event? Aaron, we will be announcing that rather shortly. That is the 2-leg event. So we'll be announcing the first leg of that and exactly what's going to be going on there. So, how about we go around for some interviews, because this isn't about me, this isn't about the next event, this is about the here and now and our wonderful current participants. So, shall we go and have a little chat with everyone? I really think we should. And you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. So, without further ado, let's say a very quick hello to Night Morphis. Hello there, Morphis. How are you doing?
Hello there.
I see a nice flat plateau.
Yeah, I kind of hoped for a more flat map, but, well, I worked on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's more flat now, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you sort of plan on trying to hide the fact that you've kind of obliterated the mountain, or is it kind of going to be a man-made sculpture of greatness?
I hope to work a bit on it so it can blend better than this, obviously. But for now, I want, as first, obviously, put down the siege itself, base of it at least.
I think you've kind of muted for a moment there, Nightmorphis.
Really?
Yeah, you're
What?
clipping out quite a lot.
What? Or it's because I've got. Do you know? Do you hear me now?
I can just about hear you, I think.
Okay.
I can chat here, Nightmorphis, as well.
Try this way. Is it better now? Maybe.
Much better now.
Okay. Room.
So, also, do you want to? Would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Okay. Well, I'm not Morphis. I'm from Italy. I'm most. But one of the game I played the most on stream is obviously City Skylines. It seems that around half of all my streams were about City Skylines. Obviously, I play also other games like mostly strategy games or RPGs or sometimes even action games.
So,
Uh, it's
yeah,
around a couple of years that I'm streaming, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, for
And
more
what,
than a year, 1 year and a half probably. Yeah,
what,
yeah, it
what?
should be right.
Cool. And what kind of things are we expecting to see from you this evening?
The idea was to build a interesting sound that you could find in Italy or in Europe itself.
Yeah, excellent.
Classic with a lot of history on it and stuff like that, basically.
Oh, very nice. So, you're replacing the infrastructure that's been placed in for you as well?
I'm replacing the infrastructure just because, yeah, I'm thinking to have use this one as kind of a highway connecting all the towns in the region. This is basically a kind of a main road connecting different towns, something like
Yeah.
that. That's the plan.
And of course, I have to ask, you're going up against Eclipse Chris, you're going up against Giggles, and you're going up against Reezy. What do you think of your competition?
The only one that I know is obviously Chris. He's a great gamer, great streamer, and kind of a friend, obviously. The other two, I literally don't know who they are. I've never seen their stream. Hope to know them better, obviously, after the stream.
Yeah, well,
So I literally don't know what to expect from this.
yeah. Well, I'm sure we will all have a good chat at the end of the stream anyway, and we'll all get to know each other. So with that, I'll say thank you very much, Nightmorphis. And oh, just before we go, just to let everyone know, Nightmorphis is also a Games and Stat moderator and staff member. That doesn't mean that you should go easy on him. That means that nothing. But just sort of want to say a quick thanks for all the work that you do with Games and Snap as well.
Thank you.
Okay, and with that, thank you very much, Nightmorphis, and we will go and have a chat with Eclipse Chris. So, hi there, Eclipse Chris. How are you doing this evening?
Why, good evening. How's it going? It's going well, thanks. Hope everything's good.
Excellent. All the happy time zone to yourself.
Oh, happy times.
So, of course, I would imagine that most folks in this chat will know who you are. But for anyone who doesn't, would you like to give us the spiel?
Well, I guess I should start with saying that my name is Eclipse Chris. I am a UK city builder detailer. I've been working on a city in my own time on stream for the last just about over 2 years now. So that's pretty much most of my streaming stuff. I do some alternate sort of games and that from time to time, but I do it as a hobby really. It's nothing.
Yeah.
nothing like paid. Like I don't pay for my bills because of it or anything like
No,
that.
I don't think many of us do, to be fair. I think that's pretty rare. So, in terms of your build tonight, is there
Yes.
anything you'd like to tell us that we're expecting to see? Oh, Minxie Rose has added on one of your other hobbies, of course, which is breeding ducks.
Oh, duck. Yeah. Because I was going to say duck would probably be present within this. I think.
Yeah, I did wonder that. Anyone who doesn't know about this, you might see something funny soonish. So, what do you think of
Yeah.
the map and what we're expecting to see from you tonight?
The map I would say is a bit to be desired on its flow in terms of it's sort of a bit up and down in a lot of places and not very finesse. It's not very finessed or
Yeah,
finished.
I thought I'd been too nice to people of late, giving like finesse.
It's not too bad. It's not the worst map I've
Yeah.
ever seen, but it's
gosh, no.
needs a little bit of love and care.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. And now we are using PO very effectively with that bridge. So, looking at
Yeah,
that,
this will come into play later. I just need to get it ready.
yeah, and looking at that, I'm
Sort of
expecting that
preparing stuff.
we're going to be seeing a UK build to get.
Oh yeah, UK build is my forte, so I'm gonna stick with what I know, and yeah, just see what comes about.
Excellent. And of course, you're the reason that I'm allowing a PO import for one event only.
It's only a resize. I could do it in like 10 seconds, but it's just like
Yeah, we'll let you do the import. It's fine.
It doesn't affect my city in any way.
No, it's fine. Everyone else agreed with it. Everyone else was happy. So yeah, go with it. Don't want to take things too seriously, do we?
Oh no, I need a new roundabout.
No, it is a UK small
We
town.
like our roundabouts.
Yeah. Oh yes, we do. Very, very much so. Pumpkin's calling hacks. Yeah,
Hacks?
probably. Oh well.
No.
But bold of you to assume that we're taking this more seriously than it needs to be.
Yeah, I've done this competition a few times, but this time haven't done any prep which I would normally do beforehand. So I'm kind of just seeing what I build, what comes about from my own experience.
I mean, you say you haven't done the prep, but we sort of realised that the last time that a small towns event was run, we might as well count that as your prep. Like
that was
18 months ago.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
It was a while ago. And all right, well, what do you think to your competition? How many of them do you know, and what are your thoughts?
I'm relatively familiar with Nightmorphis, and I believe I've seen Zerezi a couple of times. But I haven't watched massively, so I'm a little bit in the dark on their skills.
That's fair.
And I'm not too familiar with the other competitor. I forget the name.
Giggles.
Apologies. So what does that say?
Giggles.
Giggles.
Yeah.
What are you giggling for?
No, that's her name.
Andrew. I'm not familiar with her.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a bit bad joke.
Yeah, it was. It was a very bad joke. Shouldn't be doing this to the new host. That was for the old host you did that to. Anyway, I am going to let you go and carry on with your build, I think. Thank you very much, and I will chat to you at about halfway through.
I will look forward to it.
Excellent. Well, that was Eclipse Chris, who we all know and love. And then we've got a relatively new streamer, Giggles, is on her Quasi and Giggles channel. We will probably ask a little bit about that, but new streamer. So let's go and do a following, shall we, everyone? And then we'll go and have a chat. So, hello, Giggles. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing okay.
Excellent. So, I see a lot of road infrastructure going in so far?
Yes. I did no pre-planning, so we were kind of just using dirt roads to kind of figure out what I'm doing.
Fair enough. And for those in the chat who don't know who you are, would you like to talk about yourself, talk about this channel name and your other channel, and just generally introduce yourself to the Games and Snap community.
For sure. So I'm Giggles. I go by Giggles. Everybody calls me Giggles, but my name online is Giggle Psycho. Just because I like to laugh a lot. This channel is Quasi and Giggles, which is my partner and I like to stream from this channel together or separately. And then I also have my Giggle Psycho account as well. If you guys, want to go follow that. And I do lots of different variety of things. On this one, we plan on doing cooking streams and live streams of just exploring the city. On my other one, I do a lot of gaming. I've been doing a lot of gaming on this channel too, though.
Excellent. And what kind of thing can we expect to see from you in this Games and Snap? What kind of plans have you got?
We're coming up with them as we go, but we got the main road. Yeah, we got the main road going through. The town's kind of split up on each side of these hills. And we're probably going to have a park that goes through the middle of it where you can drive through this nature reserve.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm hoping that will happen, but we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, excellent. And really sort of playing into the terrain there as well. Really liking
that. I don't normally build like this. I build a lot of grid flat maps and big cities. So we're going for, like it says, small town, built with the terrain, pretty trees, and hopefully we can get it done in the time limit.
Well, let's certainly hope, and of course, everyone, please go and give Quasi and Giggles a follow. That would be utterly wonderful.
That would be great.
What do you think of your fellow competitors today?
I'm excited to work along them. I've watched them in past competitions, and to finally be part of the competition myself, I'm excited. I'm nervous too. Don't get me wrong, I'm nervous. I know they have a lot of experience and work with assets. I don't have a lot of assets. It's going to look like vanilla compared to them. So tough competition, but I'm excited for it.
I will tell you now that I have seen a player who plays entirely on console win against modded players. So, looking vanilla doesn't upset chat.
Sweet.
And of course, we're getting some nice compliments from chat as well about your building. So yeah, I'm loving the sort of tree-lined roads that you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted a cute little quaint feeling.
I really like how you're sort of giving them different trees as well, different from the normal ones that are on those roads.
The main road's going to be there's a little girl that's watching right now. I know she's watching me live stream right now, and Quasi's daughter, and she loves purple. So the main road is going to be lined with purple trees.
In which case, Quasi's daughter, you have great taste. Purple is wonderful. I completely agree with you on this.
She's probably so happy that she got called out.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Well, given that you've got about an hour and 42 minutes just under remaining, I'd probably better let you go and do some building.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Giggle.
Yes, thank you.
And then we're going to come finally on to Zreezy. So let's all say a quick hello, Zreezy. How are you doing?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's good, thank you very much. I spy probably my favourite combination of mods in the world, because I spy an intersection marking tool there.
There we go. Sorry, I was just turning you on for my chat so they can hear you now.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, I'll just randomly drop in and out. It's fine.
Yeah, no problem at all. It works out.
So, how are you enjoying the competition so far?
It's good. Good first time. Yeah, no, it's going well. I'm just kind of getting set up. Probably a little slower. I'm just kind of like probably focusing on the wrong things already, but it's okay. You know, we gotta learn.
That's for chat to decide.
Exactly, right?
I mean, I see probably my favourite mod in use,
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm
the
just one
section
person.
tool.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
It's a good one.
that's one of my favourites.
It is, yeah.
Oh, trying to place lines before that was nigh on impossible.
Oof, yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, no, I think we all remember those days.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so for those in chat who don't know who you are, number one, why? And number two, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone and, of course, your puppo?
Oh, sure, no problem at all. I am Z Reezy. Welcome, welcome. Do like a little bit of variety streaming, but mainly cities and like sim type games like Planet Zoo, Minecraft, stuff like that. And then you'll see in our chat too, there's like what we call the pizza dog who's above me. He's the real prize of the show. But yeah, no, just excited to be here for the first time. I've watched Cities in a Snap for a long time now, of course. So it's kind of cool to finally be a part of it.
Excellent. So what do you think to your to the other participants?
Oh man, a lot of good people here today. So like the pressure's on, that's for sure.
Oh
No
yeah,
problem. Yeah. No, they're good though. So that'd be kind of cool. And if anything, we just learn a few things, right? So no pressure in that
yeah,
sense.
no pressure. The only pressure
Yeah.
is please try and have fun. Let's say that,
Yeah,
shall we?
exactly.
So what are we trying to what are you trying to do for us this evening? What's the
So
plan?
okay, so I think everyone's kind of interpreting it just a little bit differently, but I'm kind of treating Old Town as kind of also like small town. So right now I'm just honestly just building like an intersection off in this. I flattened this out over here, and if there's the map here. So
I'm
I
glad
flattened
you
some of this out. Go
yeah,
ahead.
sorry, I'm glad you said you're treating it as small town because that's what it was meant to be. I don't know who was
Okay,
saying
that's
old town.
yeah. I don't know why I took it as I think somewhere I saw Old Town, so I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
But I was like treated as small town. So yeah. So basically flatten this out. My goal here is to now kind of make like farming community. What I know best is I live in America, so like American style is usually like what I can like do the most because it's just what I'm used to seeing. So it's probably gonna feel a little bit like that, not like too European or anything like that.
Okay.
But then other than that, really, we're just trying to do some of the fun stuff, and then I don't know, see what happens. I might throw a few memes in there or something, like a few little hidden Easter eggs when the time comes
Ooh.
for show off time. We'll
I
do
mean,
something fun.
I mean, do you think you're going to have time to do that? Because
I
that
don't know.
sounds
We'll
like
see.
a big job. And you
Yeah, we'll
do only
see.
have what, an hour and 38 minutes left?
Yeah, time's ticking already. You're right.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's going.
So yeah, apart from that, what do you think to the map that you've been given? It looks like you've done some work on
Good.
it to sort
I
of
did
get rid
replace.
of
All
all
I
the
did
nice
was
hills.
replace trees, and then I added some LUT to make it kind of look more cinematic. And did the temperate version, so it's kind of like feels a little bit like more like old towny. I think once we start building. So.
Very nice. Well, in which
And I also had
case,
done some planning of
yeah,
like getting some assets and stuff ready, so that'll help, I think.
yeah, excellent. Right. Well, in which case, I think what we'll do is we'll let you go and carry on building for a short while, and we'll chat to you again probably just after half time.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Reezy. Right, so let's sort of chat amongst ourselves for a bit, shall we? Yeah, we know whose error that was. I'm gonna save that human some face. But yeah. Oh, and we're seeing Zirizi has gone to. Oh no, that's fine. He's back. Holly is best doggo. All doggos are best doggo. I'm just laying that out there now. All dogs are amazing. Tails and Wings, loving all the things that you're seeing. That is fantastic news. Secretly, so am I, but hush. You can't build without the intersection marking tool anymore since you downloaded it. I mean, I technically can, but I wouldn't. Node controller as well. I wonder if we're expecting to see node controller come out at any point. I sense that I've got camera issues a little bit. Well, that's not a surprise because, well, it's getting darker out here. So let me just do a quick minute there just to make that look mildly better. I said a quick minute to make that look mildly better. Mildly better it does look, but that is it. So we have got let's pretend that this bit isn't happening. Oh, thank you very much to Minxie Rose for giving that tier 1 gift sub to Tails and Wings. Thank you very much for that, Minxie, and of course for helping, well, for doing most of the organising of the event, if we're honest. So, what we're seeing Eclipse Chris go very UK style, noting, of course, that straight roads do exist in the UK. There's a roundabout already with the UK style island on that as well. So I think we already kind of know that. Pumpkin likes Sonic, but the fact that it's backwards on my t-shirt is hurting you. Yeah, but that unfortunately is kind of what it is because of how I've laid everything out. So, and I can't get a streamer version of this t-shirt. And no, I am not flipping the camera. That's not happening. Because I know you keep nagging me to do it. And the answer is no. Just trust me. It's for good reason. And anyway, I'm just going to claim that he's going so fast you see him backwards. So we've got Eclipse Chris there, placing sort of terrace houses on, again, like I say, a straight UK street. Remember that the UK does have some straight roads and some grids. The idea that we have none of those is a complete misnomer. What do you think about, though? Let's sort of, we'll see what Night Morpheus is doing as well. Night Morpheus has got a roundabout on the go and is leading into some sort of very Italian-style streets by the looks of it. So really leaning into that theme. Not much more to say at the moment because he's not zoomed out particularly. We have Giggles zoning in residential. So Giggles is doing this with zoning rather than with plopping. That's very understandable, and trying to zone for smaller houses and really sort of trying to play the game and get something working. That's something that I hugely like to see. And then we've got Zero Easy with intersection marking tool. Now, folks, is this wise at this stage in the game? I mean, I'm never going to say that intersection marking tool is a bad thing to use. I thoroughly enjoy it. But at this stage, at sort of, you know, nearly a quarter of the way through, is this the right tool to be using? And would you use node controller to lengthen that node as well, if you're going to go this route? So is this... and a left turn lane there. That's interesting. I don't know what I'm expecting to see here. But yeah, yes and yes. So so what do you think, Pumpkin? I'm confused as to some of these road market, some of this traffic manager, and putting traffic lights in, but them not being timed. That's also interesting. Or were they timed traffic lights? Was I just not looking correctly? Minxie has faith it'll be fine. That's great to hear. But yeah, I wonder, it depends if he's making this a bit of a showcase interchange. I might say yes. But right now, I might sort of have to play devil's advocate and go, this might not be wise. Using those big American roads, that's the Big Roads pack on the Steam Workshop. Too soon, and it needs to be bigger. But yeah, I think Pumpkin and I are in agreement on this one. This is unusual news, but certainly very good. Or is it? I don't know. Is it good news? Either way, let's sort of zoom out. So what we're seeing is, or what's really interesting me, is that out of everyone, only Giggles is trying to work with the terrain. Everyone else here is kind of flattening areas off and building on a flat area. Now, is that sort of something that you like to see, chat? Do you like to see people work with the terrain of the map, or do you like to see people working with, you know, getting the flattening gun out? We see Zereezy putting some more... Sorry, Zereezy. I will try and remember that pronunciation. We see Zereezy putting in some more terraforming. And, oh, look! oh look, we've got water. Now, are we going to get a flood? That's a very interesting question. Of course, this is a traditional Games in a Snap event, so floods would be a par for the course. But has he got this water right? Anyway, we're coming into half an hour soon, half an hour down. Mystic's been working on OBS all day. Well, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for making it here, and hopefully you have your OBS issues sorted. If you don't, feel free to post in the Discord. I am sure there are plenty of people in there that would love to help you out. And we are now 30 minutes through. Yes, that's right, folks. A quarter of the way through tonight's competition, or whichever time zone you may happen to be in. So we have Night Morpheus getting some buildings in. He's getting to I mean, I love those roads. If we sort of have a quick look at those nice little sort of historical roads, they've got to be the historical style ones. I don't know those. If anyone knows where they are on the workshop, do let us all know. Getting a district in, what kind of district are we going to be looking at? Oh, that is so that he can, right, he's going to be using Theme Mixer, I believe, to try and get the right things to spawn where he wants them. So that leads me to believe that we're going to be seeing a mixture of plopping and zoning with Night Morpheus. Looking at Eclipse Chris, again, he's already, I mean, this is so fast work for what he's doing. Remember, he is plopping these buildings down. He's hand moving some of them as well, getting them into space. Just sort of coming back to the question that I asked earlier, it does seem like everyone is liking people adapting to that terrain. So that's very interesting. That's great to hear. And I mean, look at the speed that Eclipse Chris is going at now, using Move It to get some shops lined up, getting them where he wants them, rather than where they necessarily want to be placed. Now, they're a little further back from the street than I expected to see. Eclipse Chris is agreeing with me there by the looks of it. Hey Svi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Good glorious Saturday to yourself too. Now, here we see Zirizi has sort of again taken the flattening gun to the map, but has then sort of taken the flattening gun a little bit further, put in a lake or a pond, depending on what sort of scale you want to look at. Getting some power in now, starting to think about facilities for the city. Is this all the right time to do that, or should we have been seeing this before? I don't know. I don't know what sort of speed he's aiming to go at. We will, of course, be asking all of the wonderful participants this and more when we get to the halfway interviews. Oh yeah, we definitely will. Going for solar. So really going for the solar downdraft and then a big solar farm. Now, does this fit in with small town? Although it's saying farming community. Now, a farming community will have sort of a small town at the centre, from what I understand, and then quite a large area of landscaped farm around the outside. And for the areas of America where you imagine this kind of thing to happen, solar seems incredibly in keeping. So, yeah, and I mean, just to sort of give you a little bit of an outline on everything as well, I have provided normally in a Games in a Snap, in a Cities in a Snap, we tend to provide quite nice maps that are well made. And while I think that the terrain on this one is well made, there are issues with it. This is not, I don't want to knock the map creator, but this map was presented as a challenge on purpose. It's a lovely map. I really do like the contours on it, but there are things that the participants might be tempted to try and fix. Now, are they going to fix those, or, are they? Is that worth their time? And yeah, I mean, in case you didn't get it, the first time I participated in this, it was a small town event. So, thought it was quite a fun one. It was the UK Towns build. But regardless, it's a great little challenge. And speaking of great things, we'll go across to Giggles, because obviously we've been talking about terrain. And Giggles has really been leaning into the terrain that we have at the moment. Now, what's interesting here as well is note that frame rate. Is that I really hope her machine is going to keep up with this. But she's reasonably vanilla with a frame rate that's not the most pleasant. So is that going to cause her issues as well? I mean, I know there was a crash yesterday. I'm really hoping that we have that sorted. But again, sort of looking on the upside, look at that development already. We've got, we do have a small commercial area. We do have the residential areas sort of done. We are getting towards a small town. Now, tradition would dictate that we normally ask people for traffic numbers. Are we particularly interested in people's traffic numbers at the end of this? I am. I will probably ask for them. But, we all have our own decisions to make there. So, yeah, I mean, looking at the leaning into the whole terrain thing, also not going gridded, going, doing something a little bit out of the ordinary, out of a usual comfort zone. So it's about half time. We will definitely be checking in to see how that's going. Right. While we have maybe a moment of downtime, I will sup on some coffee. Or coffee flavoured water. FPS for Giggles looks okay on your side, Pumpkinhead. Well, do you know what? Right now it's looking great on my side. I don't know if there were just dips or whatever, but that FPS, if we go back to it now, is looking certainly very solid. In fact, incredibly solid. Am I having my usual issue where with one person we don't get a particularly nice, clear stream? We could be having that. Let me just double check on my alternate view. No, it looks reasonable. Hi there, Skippin. How you doing? Welcome on in. Hi there, King Wolf Gaming. How are you doing as well? Welcome on in to both of you. And thank you for dropping by. Oh my god, I'm late. Well, Skippin, you have arrived exactly when you intended to, so no one could call you late for that, I don't think. But we are about 38 minutes into the competition. And what's going... Okay, right. The sync is out, but it's out the right way, I think. Let me just double check this. Yeah, that looks like our system is syncing better than the web. This is good. So what we're seeing here, we are seeing Night Morpheus building something really kind of small but very, very, very detailed, very nice little gridded area, and sort of trying to zone in the right buildings, cutting through them to get some roads in. Is that to get the roads in, or is that literally to get the buildings that he wants to zoning in? As in, does he plop? Because I mean, that's quite a cool technique, if that's what I think it is, and especially using sort of very vanilla roads to make that happen. Seeing some sort of car park action as well. Are we expecting to see sort of a village hall or a town hall appear? I don't know, but we are definitely seeing a church of some description. And I don't know, medieval chapels? That could be interesting. We'll keep an eye around that. So let's see what Giggles is doing. That frame rate is actually fine at the moment. So okay, I just cursed it. I cursed that a lot. Minx is sort of saying that Morpheus is known for car parks. I thought that was Yumble. Either way, I think they could have a car park off. That'd be quite funny, actually. Within an hour, who can build the best car park? I think that would be quite humorous. And maybe build a strip mall around the side of it or whatever. I've come up with an idea. I've been quite horrible with my idea. I'm not going to tell you a lot. No. You're going to have to wait. See if it passes the Minxie test. Anyways, Zirizi is there. Going for some tree-lined roads now. And he's got the tags. He's got his Old Town tag ready. That's handy. It's always good in Find It. So yeah, sticking in what looks like, was that a town hall? Did anyone see what that was? That was rather quick, rather too quick. Tree lines in a snap, saying Skipper. Oh yes, definitely. And car parks in a snap, Tails and Wings. Well, I kind of have an interesting thought of something to do. But it'll require work on my part, or I'll probably farm it off to Minxie and get Minxie to do it for me. Because she's good like that. And yeah, we're both too busy. So either way, sort of, that's an interesting technique. So sticking sort of a town hall style thing, or is that's possibly a university or a campusy style thing, and then sticking in a base plate under it as a ploppable. That's very interesting. Minxie, what you're doing this time is building me a small town at some point, but with plenty of population and as generic as you can. I'll tell you why after the event. But that's a plan I've got. So let's go back to the everyone view. Hi there, Sydney Jace. How are you doing? Welcome on in. And thank you very much for that follow as well. So we're about, I don't know, 40 odd minutes through. We've got a town forming pretty rapidly on Gales' screen here. Going into almost sort of the third section, going into an industrial section. Very interesting. I wonder what the law will be around this. I wonder if we're going to get some hot law here. Svi, you wouldn't be able to build a small town. It would end up as a megapolis. Well, interesting you should say that, because we've put no limit on this. We are just asking you to justify that it's a small town to chat. And I'm trusting that chat will take into account that we're looking for small towns. So that's very interesting. Now, Nightmorphous is there, obviously trying to pander to the host. The host isn't the judge anymore, Nightmorphous. You don't need to do, but I'm never going to get upset. I spy rail, and I think he is probably going for that external rail connection. No, that's not the bulldozer ready. Let's sort of have a sneaky peek. Going for a Mediterranean railway station out somewhere. I think he's probably just following to see where everything's going at the moment. Oh yeah, traffic in a snap. That's been done before. We might give that another go. But I might change the rules on that. I might say that you have to do that one completely vanilla. We might do that traffic scenario. And we'll have two winners there. We'll have lowest traffic and we'll have first to finish the scenario will be one of the winners, and the second winner will be chat vote. Do something like that. That could be fun, couldn't it? Yeah, I think that could be fun. Yeah, I realise now that I'm talking to myself and I've got two voices. That's a thing. But yeah, I mean, traffic in a snap has been done before, and I think it was rather successful. But yeah, I think that could be. I think we could do the scenarios again. I think they're due. Murphy's there upgrading the roads and the highways, and I think getting a little bit frustrated with the map as presented, entirely understandably, because the map as presented, I will admit, was presented with reason. Wanted to see if anyone would fall into this trap and do this. Now, I say this trap. Do you think it's a trap to go and try and fix the map during this 2-hour session, or do you think that it's valuable to do? Looking at mods, I'm not seeing the mod I'd be using here. I mean, that's oh, hang on. No, I am seeing the mod. It's just not where I normally put it. That's fine. But of course, Movie is a wonderful mod, has great sloping abilities in it too. Svi's adding that to the long to-do list. Yep, that's long. It's a challenge to work around. Yeah, I'll go with that, Minxie. We're always going to provide those, aren't we? So, looking at Zirizi, filling out this area again, working with car park areas, working with surface painter, I believe. No, that's not. I don't think that was surface painter. I think he was using something like the ploppable asphalt, which in some regards I kind of prefer. And I do need to play more with that to see if it'll do some of the things that I want that surface painter struggles with. In goes a water tower. People are looking for electricity and water, so definitely a wise move. And population so far, just to sort of have a look, is at 0. Let's have a look at the population that Gales has. 2492 already. 2492 population, and sticking that park in. Now, is that park going to be the big part of her town that's just going to be showing off to us all? You're so happy you're not playing so many good builds in here. Well, Pumpkin, we might be dragging you back in at some point soon anyway. Because, you know, you made that offer. You might just get dragged in. And saying that, we've got, like I say, Giggles really, again, working with the terrain. And, again, please go and follow all of our participants. They're all wonderful, lovely people. Talking about follows, thank you very much. Oh, no, I've already thanked that follow. I'm not keeping up with what I'm doing because we don't have alerts. Because I haven't set them up yet. Nope, that's right. I haven't set them up. And do you know what? I think I'm quite happy with it this way. So let's sort of go and have a look at Eclipse Chris. Again, I believe those houses have all been plopped. Thanks for the heads up. You're running. Pumpkin, you know you're not running. You know you don't run. You don't run the same way as I don't. Skipper, you need to take up again this game and take part again. Second to last place is a valid goal. Yes, it is. Another valid goal is it doesn't matter what place you come as long as you're enjoying it. So maybe let's try and enjoy it as a goal as well, because that's what this whole thing's about. Yes, folks, we want everyone to enjoy the games and Snap experience. And we want to demonstrate, look at what people can do in 2 hours. Just in case you don't have enough time to play the game, or you don't think you have enough time to play the game. You absolutely do. That's right, if you can pull a couple of hours together, try this. Try it out. Try a practice run on this map of a small town. Give it a go. It's trickier than a lot of people think, but entirely doable. And I would claim that as long as you've been playing for more than a month or two, you should have a good chance at getting something quite nice in a couple of hours. And thank you very much, Pumpkin and Minxie, for sticking the map in the chat. So, what are we looking at? Well, we've got to look at this, haven't we, from Nightmare Office. Really sort of working on that, working on detail. Oh, hello. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Ah, yes. Okay. That's a question we will definitely be asking in a few minutes. I'm pretty convinced of that. I'm also pretty convinced that I nearly choked there, but I didn't, so it's fine. And anyway, you'd have been able to carry on watching. It would have been fine. Let's go and have another look at Zirizi. You can't be telling me that he's not that bothered. I was going to say, he's not going to be looking at the power and going, ooh, have I got enough? But no, he's not. He's working around that power station a little bit. And fencing up the fencing up that solar farm. Lovely detail. I really enjoy it. Sydney Jace, how does judging work? Right, we've made this incredibly simple. At the end of this event, we will have a short 5-minute break or so. Then I will come back and each of our wonderful builders will have 5 minutes to present their cities to you, the wonderful and gracious chat. After which, we will post a poll for who built the best city. Remember, folks, it is small town theme, and please vote for the city that you think was the best, not necessarily your favourite streamer, because we decide this with chat vote. That's right, there is nothing other than chat vote to decide this. There are no other factors at the moment. Whether they come back in or not, who knows? But for now, definitely chat only. Sandy DZ12, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome on in. They're all Minx Heroes' favourite streamer. Well, in which case, then you won't be showing bias at all. That's wonderful. And of course, as Pumpkin says, chat votes, so it's all down to you. Good luck. And indeed, good luck right now, because I don't know who I'd be voting for. I really don't. I think we're seeing 4 very different takes on this. I'm very, very happy that we're seeing 4 different takes on this, and that we're not seeing the same take done 4 times. Green cities. Yeah, that was a thing. No, we're definitely seeing 4 very different takes. Now, Nightmorphis has got some interesting work there with those paths and that road. That intersection looks very weird. Hi there, Latent Energy. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you very much for speaking up in chat. So yeah, that's just how the game works with intersections, as far as I can tell. But I don't know how you would deal with that. And Nightmorphis has just moved on to doing some more zoning work. So let's sort of look at... Who do we want to look at right now, chat? Do we want to look at one particular builder, or shall we carry on looking at all 4? You've got Eclipse Chris there again, sort of working with terraces, copying them. But now, is he going to adjust a few of those? Because the one thing you can see, and I've just spotted it, so I will point it out, is that those 2 terrace rows are reverses of each other. Now, is he going to move any of those houses around to try and change the variety? Or are we going to see repeating patterns? Now, if those patterns don't appear to repeat, then it'll be really nice. But who knows? And he's got a road called Patton Street. Nice. I don't know if that's one that he's put in or not. So, let's sort of have a look at Nightmorphis. I think he's... Yeah, removing those vanilla roads. So I think they were all about building the right things in. I think that's instead of using something like a like Ploppable Rico. Minxie Rose, you'll notice that they're not as identical as you think if you look at them sort of properly. Like if you're seeing houses with, you know, red door, yellow door, green door, blue door, red door, yellow door, green door, blue door, that's going to look unnatural, apart from the fact that those colour doors don't look particularly natural anyway. But sort of seeing patterns in doors or whatever, patterns in back gardens might be a little bit, a little disjointed, but it might just be something that you go, hey, this is a Games in a Snap. That's one of the compromises you make because you only have 2 hours. Later technically making the relaxing game a competitive one. Interesting. Or very much so. And also, isn't it nice to see a competitive game without guns involved? People playing a competitive game to build things instead of destroy things. Don't get me wrong. I'm never going to decry those who enjoy, the process of mindless demolition. Although I would hope to be a little bit more mindful of how I demolish things to make it even more explosive. But again, I will not deride that. However, the idea that you can do so much in 2 hours. I mean, if you look now, they've had 55 minutes, and look at how much detail each of these builders has managed to put into their towns. So we've, anyone sort of saying, oh, I don't have, I can't sit and play for 8 hours. You don't need to. If you can sort of scrape a couple of hours of an evening, and do that a few times, you can get to the level of these builders. And don't forget, 2 of these builders, the 2 on the right-hand side of your screen, the 2 above me, are both completely new to this competition. They've never done this before. And, look again at sort of what's going on and how they're all interpreting the small town theme. It's really uncanny. And Death Fears None, well, thank you very much for that hype as well. Because, we are hype about our wonderful participants, who we will be speaking to reasonably shortly. Let's just have a quick glance around everything again. So we've got Night Morpheus really sort of using those very pleasant roads, very nice sort of. These are this one's the Paris one he's putting in now. So really working that European vibe. Again, demonstrating that Europe and grids are not a sort of no-go zone, that, grids can happen over in parts of Europe and even in parts of the UK. And no, we're not having that discussion right now. Hi there, Maestro Chan, how you doing? Welcome on in this evening, or whatever time zone it is over there, wherever you may be. It is it is wonderful to see so many different approaches to the same theme. And speaking of different approaches, let's have a look now at Zirizi. This is a very small now. Is he risking going a little bit slowly? I mean, we're seeing the city policies coming up. Yes, latent energy. Everyone is using the same map. That map was given to them about about half an hour, 45 minutes before we started this. They knew that the theme was small towns. They've known that for about a month or so. But the map is only given very close to the event start, so they don't get to practice these builds on this map. Because frankly, would you want to watch a build that had been practiced time and again? Or do you like seeing people put on the back foot a little bit and having to think? Which I prefer. So we're seeing Zirizi. Now, how much of a town has he got built up? We're nearly halfway through. We don't really have much time for pop gain. And of course, you might argue that a small town doesn't need much population. It doesn't, but we're not asking for a ghost town here, are we? Tails and Wings loving how different all 4 towns are. Oh, you and I both, I tell you, that's fantastic to watch. Hi there, Lone Bear CA, how you doing? Welcome on in. So we're seeing, the other thing though we are seeing from Zirizi is a lot of road infrastructure is in. A lot, and the services are going in now. Are we going to see like the population build go pretty quick? Going back, if we look at Eclipse Chris, really sort of building, hand plopping everything. We've just seen him place some hedgerows down. we are seeing again those UK streets. And yep, some more trees going in right now. Something very, very typical of a small, pleasant UK town. Death Fears Non's claiming that those are huge towns. Well, how huge really? Because, I mean, Eclipse Chris has got 1,108 people in his town, which I think's pretty small. You know, I would absolutely not claim that to be too big. Night Morpheus has got, you know, coming up to 1,100. 1044. Quasi and Giggles, well, Giggles has got 3,600. I still don't think that's big in terms of towns. And oh, what do we have here? Is this the park that we were hearing about starting to take shape already? Well, yes, and that is the 1 hour warning for everyone. So the term small town is very loose. Maestro-chan, you are chat. You are the people who vote on this. I don't get a say anymore. So, if you want to class it as a small town, it's a small town. Well, as I've just signalled that we're about halfway through, shall we go and have a conversation with our builders? Shall we go and see what they're up to? I think it would be rude of us not to. So first up again is the wonderful gentleman from Italy, Night Morpheus. How are you doing, Night Morpheus?
Oh, hello there. It's
Hello,
fine.
hello. Yeah, you've got about an hour left.
Yeah, just seen it. 60 minutes left. Oof.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
Not completely fine with what I'm doing, but it's somewhat the idea what I wanted to do. At least we got to that. Hope in the
Excellent.
end it will be better.
Yeah, I mean everyone always wants more time anyway. Are you enjoying this one?
Definitely.
Nice. And so well, I suppose, you know, sort of. Do you want to tell us? I see the town, and then I see a sort of circular bit you've built on a hill. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Hey there. This is the ancient Roman town that they are literally excavating right now. So that's why we got some stuff here and there. That's this ruin here, those ruins here. Still excavating it. It's an attraction of this town. This is where
Nice.
the town itself started. Yeah, it's literally a.
So you've got the hot law ready for us. That is excellent. You're getting love in chat for that. And of course, I have to ask now that we're halfway through. Otherwise, Minxie Rose shouts at me a lot. I mean, she does that anyway, but that's not the point we're making here.
I'm not here to shout out, so someone
would-
else should do that.
Would you do this again?
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Well, that's wonderful to hear. You're enjoying it, and I see that your progress is good. So, what are we expecting to see in the next hour or so?
We probably continue to build this town here. Not that much, as it needs to be still a small city, small town. And I've got another idea. Hope I'll be able to do that.
Ooh, that sounds
But
interesting.
for now, it's just. I hope this probably will be the last thing that I'll do. And we got enough time.
Excellent. So you think you pretty much got it as big as you want it to go, and now you're sort of doing details and just adding another area in that we're going to see at some point, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well-
Hope it's. Let's hope it that I will have enough time. I should. Not completely sure, but I should. Even the only things that the themes didn't really work. So here, basically, I had the same building, so just selected the themes and just the area job. So I hope that most of the stuff that they will build here will be what I want. Somewhat it is like that. I mean, I could just, as I got plop the grobos, I could just put down stuff myself. If I see that there's much modern stuff that I literally don't want,
Excellent.
depends on how everything will blend.
All right. Well, as you've got about 55.5 minutes left, I think what we'll probably do is let you carry on building, and let's hope that you have time for the little surprise that you want for us.
Let's hope so.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and everyone, that was Night Morpheus. Thank you very much, Latent Energy, for that follow. Tails and Wings, yep, already got a backstory ready to go. That is impressive. And speaking of people of impressive, we're gonna go and say hello to the wonderful, wonderful Eclipse Chris. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. More to the point, how's it going at your end?
My usual. I'm probably doing too much to what I can actually do in 2 hours, but I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
That is great to hear. Well, you've got about 54.5 minutes to go.
I mean, it's not a 3-hour competition. Sorry, I had to do that.
No, you're not Imperial Jedi.
Oh.
I know. We all want 3 hours, but no, that wouldn't make it any fun at all, would it?
Oh no, I wouldn't. No.
No.
Yeah, plopping takes a long time, and I've got traffic issues.
Yeah.
This is roundabout. They don't like it.
Well, hang on a minute. I was going to say
This is why.
Oh, I see your problem.
That's the part. It's too small.
That's interesting.
It needs to be green.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you have put the prerequisite in for traffic fixing, which is of course the Great Roundabout.
Oh yeah.
But it's just not working for you at the moment.
Just a bit of finesse, it'll be fine.
Give it a bit of stick.
We'll get there. That one's alright. Now. It's all green now. It's just having issue for some reason. Probably traffic flow. DMP to the rescue.
Of course. So, how are you enjoying it today?
I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Excellent.
It's been a while since I've done this, and part of me does miss it, but part of me doesn't because of the panic and the sort of, oh my god, what am I doing?
Oh, I can well imagine. Believe me. Yeah. It's certainly. I tell you, it's easier being on this side of the game.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wish I was, but that's right.
Yeah.
I like to cause myself trouble and challenge myself and suffer.
Yeah. That's definitely a true Brit speaking there.
I've got so much I want to do, but little time. That's the tricky. You've got to try and manage your time as best you can. And
yeah. Well, go on then. Give us a little bit of a hint as to what you're planning on doing.
So I'm planning to do a nice old sort of rural UK town out in the countryside, and I'm wanting to try and get a sort of a derelict train line that have been like disused now. That's all the Beecham cuts on the UK stuff.
Oh, you had to mention that.
Sorry, I had to. I've done something similar in my own city.
Sore point. Touching nerves there.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, definitely a feature of many British towns. That one, Dr. Beeching and his axe.
Yes, that thing.
Yes,
such a shame.
It really is. I mean, fortunately, around here, it looks like one of the lines that Dr. Beeching took the axe to is potentially up for being rebuilt. We're talking about railway stations. And I'm really hoping that the right one opens up so that I become within walking distance of a railway station again. Because you better believe I'll be on trains as often as I can be.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm sort of trying to base my build off of something similar, which I used to live around, and a place was called Tame in Oxfordshire.
Yeah.
So it's the main street. You've got the parking bit, and this is sort of resembling
Yeah,
a little bit like it, but my own twist, my own sort of bit on it.
I can certainly see Oxfordshire vibes there. Anyway, I mean, I will ask because otherwise Minxie will shout at me. Would you do this again?
Of course, I'd do it again.
Yeah.
Might leave it a little bit between doing it, but I would definitely do it again.
That seems very, very reasonable to me. And with that, I think, with just over 50 minutes left, are you confident with your times?
No.
No, that's fine.
If I was zoning, yes, but I'm not zoning, and that's the trouble.
I don't think I've ever seen you zone a thing.
Not recently, anyway. I can tell you that.
No. Right, and with that, thank you very much, Eclipse Chris. We will chat to you at the very end.
Yeah, and enjoy the competition, guys.
Thank you, and enjoy the next 50 minutes.
Oh yes, 50 minutes. Oh god.
50, not 15.
Yeah,
I'm
50.
being
Yeah,
slightly
50.
nice. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right. So, yeah, Maestro-chan. Jedi brought that joke back. We were willing to kill it off. We were the ones killing it. He took part in a snap, and he said he wanted 3 hours, and he did the whole Jedi joke. So that's it. It's bringing back. Hi there, Tex. How you doing? Welcome on in, everyone. Leighton, you think solving traffic is a nightmare in competition like this? Oh, it can be. Now, do not go and tell him, but I sense that Chris has forgotten to set up the roundabout in TMPE as a roundabout. I think that might be part of his issue. I have seen really small roundabouts work well. Hi there, Sandy. How you doing? Welcome on in. And once again, thank you for the follow. Jedi said he never wants that joke to die. Yeah, he's basically said the same to us. Because we were ready to kill that joke off when the whole thing sort of changed over. But no, Jedi memes are eternal. Sydney Jace, I am Londo Spark. To the point, I never sort of... Yeah, I honestly, I keep forgetting to mention who I am because, I'm just so enamoured by these 4 wonderful people that, they're the people that you want to know. These are taking part are wonderful. That joke is part of history. Oh, that joke is Cities in a Snap history. Do you know the time he used it? In a Planet Coaster in a Snap. It's now in Planet Coaster as well. He's moved that joke over there. Right, so let's go and have a chat with our 3rd participant, shall we? As we are getting dangerously further away from it being only half time. Hi there, Giggle. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good, actually.
It looks it. I'm seeing a massive amount of progress here.
Yeah, I'm happy with the progress, actually. I'm doing
And-
detailing now.
Yeah. Hey, it's always good when you've got 40 odd minutes left. Well, 47 minutes left, and you're
We'll
already
pay
detailing
attention to that in the
things.
background.
Yeah, I am going to bring up the times. I am that kind of person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a very sort of well-built, well-populated town. I'm seeing a nice industry area. How are you enjoying it?
Good. Like I like how we're going along so far. I was worried about the time because I'm like, I don't normally time myself when I play this, of course. But
No,
I
it's-
think I'm happy with the population. It's just a small town, so
Yeah,
it's just about creating that homey feel.
Oh, very much so. And given your experience in the first sort of just over half of it, would you sort of come back and do another one?
I think I would. I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun, and I've met a whole bunch of new people too, which is great. I love expanding like new friendships and getting to know more of the community. So I'd love to come back again.
Oh, excellent. That's great news. And I'm going to call our chat out here right now, and I'm going to ask you, have you been having
Okay.
plenty of follows from here?
I
hope-
have been. I have
Excellent.
been. Yes.
Thank you, chat. You've been behaving and doing as I've been asking you. Yeah, no, I'm pushing chat to follow everyone. That is the thing.
Gotta support fellow streamers.
Got to look after each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, still I'm seeing, how do you think you're doing on time? I think you sort of said you seem to be doing pretty fine.
I think I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to like fill in some of the empty spots and make it a little bit more, I guess, realistic.
Very
We're going
nice.
for like kind of like a rich town vibe. Small town, but rich town.
Oh, interesting. So sort of
Yeah, they're
small, rich
developed, but
community. Nice.
we do have a nuclear plant, so
Oh,
they got
very
money.
interesting. Oh, we've had a chat. We've had a conversation. We've had a question in from chat. That's going to be a long one. What's the?
Right.
I'm going to slightly change the question. What are the main mods that you're using, and what are the biggest shortcuts that you use?
The main mods I normally use is TMPE, Move It mod. I haven't really used too many of them this stream.
Yeah.
For this competition. I used a little bit of Move It mod on some of these rows. They were a little janky. Kind of just smoothed them out. Definitely Tree Anarchy, Prop Anarchy. They're going to be your savior in these kind of competitions. Just pop down as many trees as possible.
Wonderful. And of course, I spy a tree gun there. All right, first, hi there, Quasi. I think I know who you are. I guess that's Quasi. The kind of place where Whole Foods wants to put a store in, and the town council is like, nah. Is Whole Foods kind of a normal supermarket over there? Is it kind of a more budget option, or is it kind of high end but not high enough end? What's Whole Foods for those of us that don't know Whole Foods?
I think Whole Foods is just like a little grocery store, like a slightly higher end grocery store.
I see. Yeah, I think I lived in a village where there's, one or two normal high end places tried to build, and there were a load of objections to it. Oh, it's high end expensive grocery owned by Amazon apparently. Fair enough. Oh, paying twice as much because natural or organic. Yes, okay. Yes. I know that kind of place. That's cool. So yeah, I think I see what you're building there. I like the sort of.
We did have a mishap, so I had my disasters turned on by accident, and we had a meteor strike. So we decided to make a little park out of it.
Oh, nice.
A little ritual spot.
Excellent. Oh, I like that. No,
part of the little town now.
That was on purpose. That you now have to say that was on purpose.
Yes, we meant to like just make a little something out of a meteor strike, sinkhole, something. I forget what it was, but yeah,
it was
just part of the town.
It was definitely
part
something.
of the history now.
Excellent. Gotta love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've certainly got approving voices in chat. One of our mods is saying that's the sort of thing that he would do. Knowing Kiggy the way I do, I absolutely agree that is exactly something he would do. Maestro Chan saying at least nobody died in unfortunate times. Yeah, I mean, it could have happened in a far worse place. That was not a bad disaster.
We'll pay no attention to the burning down industry right now, though.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
normal.
Anyway, given that you've got like less than 42 minutes left, I'll probably go and let you go and carry on building without distracting you too much further.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And we will. Right, before we move on, I'm going to explain the meme. So, the whole thing about Jedi was never that he wanted 3 hours. All of us wanted 3 hours. I wanted 3 hours when I took part. We all do. The whole point of this is it is a time pressure. You're not going to get everything you want done. But Jedi had taken part many, many times in this, and he knew it was 2 hours. And he'd been told every time, it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours. At one point, it was during these interviews, and I think Kazjem had said, you've had an hour now, and Jedi went, oh great, that means I've got 2 hours left. It was like, no, you've only got 1 hour left. He'd forgotten it was only 2 hours, and he believed wholeheartedly in that moment that he had 3 hours. And we were about to chat to Zirizi, but oh yeah, we still can. So that's what the meme was, and believe me, that meme is something that Jedi seems to be keeping around. But that's where it came from. It wasn't a mean thing, and it's not something, it's a bit of a ribbing between us. So yeah, when you hear that one brought up, next time we've got Jedi on, either as a co-host or as a participant, we will cover that. We'll try and clip a history of Jedi time. We need to do that. We need to clip some of the memes. By the way, folks, please clip funny moments, always. And with that, we will definitely do our interview with Zirizi. In fact, we'll do that now. Hello, Zirizi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's going well, thanks. How are you?
Good. We're just building away. Doing
Oh,
what's how we looking?
Well, we've got 39 minutes just over.
30. Are you sure you don't want to extend it another hour?
No. We've just had that conversation. No,
is everyone already begging for more time? I mean, if we all unanimously agree, I think you kind of have to at that point, right? Is that how that goes?
No.
Okay.
No, you're mistaking this for democracy, and I'm afraid it isn't.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
a dictatorship.
That's fair. I respect it.
We've literally just had in chat the conversation about, I think
3 hours for Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Chris
Chris
brought up Jedi.
Yeah, it's a classic.
We had to.
You gotta respect him for it. He tried.
You've got to respect it all the time.
I'm finally awake and actually on the grind to make this build look better. So
yeah, excellent.
We got our little small town built. I'll show you kind of quick progress. Our downtown's kind of coming together. And then kind of have kind of building out a square in some of the old parts of the town over here. I'm gonna fill in a lot of this space with farming that I'm still doing. But yeah, we kind of just have outskirts, kind of different, solar stuff. And then I think there's gonna be a lot of trees. I'm gonna fill it in as well. So It's going well together. Just trying to get through it all as much as you can.
Excellent. Are you enjoying the competition?
I am. I definitely think I started too slow, probably. I probably spent more time on things that I didn't need to spend time on, but you live and you learn.
Yeah, so. that conversation happened as well. We did wonder. But great to see the progress at the moment. Would you come back and take part again at this point in the competition?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great news.
There's no doubt. Yeah. Now that I've been now I'm in the weeds. I'm good. I understood it now.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody else is up to. I feel like they're probably doing really good as well.
Well, at the end of the build phase, I would love you all to watch each other's showcases. I think that'd be a great thing.
Yeah, I was wondering when can we peep over? Like, obviously, I don't want to look yet. So, at what point is it best to peep over to that side when the voting starts and the showcases?
I would say sort of when we go for the break, because
at
that point the builds will have finished, and then you get to watch everyone's showcases.
Sounds good to me.
Speak of the devil, and they do appear. Hello, Imperial Jedi. We were just talking about you.
Oh man!
Would you like to guess what we were talking about at this point in the competition?
I think he knows.
I think if he doesn't, he's very very mistaken. And with that, though, you do only have about 36.5 minutes left. So I'd probably best let you get on with doing some building.
Oh, I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing what everybody else is up to.
Oh yeah, it's a great one. Anyway, thank you very much, and we will chat to you in a bit.
Nice.
Okay, that was Zirizi. and I'm about to fix a problem that Minxie Rose has just brought up. So there we are, we're all sorted. Right, so, yeah, so you've had the explanation of Jedi time. You've seen 2 of our streamers bring up Jedi time. Is someone trying to tell me something? Are you lot trying to tell me that you want 3 hours? Because it's not going to happen. I'm not letting you have it. You're not winning this one. Just think, if you had 3 hours, the meme would be over. Do you want to give up that meme? So, looking around, what are everyone's thoughts at the moment? I'm liking... Oh, Giggles is doing something. Giggles is going for the night view. Oh, night view. Night view and lights. That's... I feel like everyone's trying to pander to the host here. Because I'm seeing night view there. I'm seeing, like, ridiculous amounts of rail here. Now, how is that? Is that really going to class as a small town railway station? I think we will ask about that railway station in the showcase, unless that's just there to feed. Unless that's just there to feed everyone a load of passengers in or goods. Oh, Jedi, tell me about it. Well, like I say, your name has come out of 2 of these streamers' mouths for this reason. Yeah. You've clearly never been to Ohio, Silent Bob. I have never been. I've never been outside of the UK and Europe. I've done the UK, France, Spain, the Netherlands, driven through Belgium to get to Germany. That's it. So many trains in Ohio. But even in a small town. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, that sounds heavenly, but... Like, I want to see all the trains. I want to see all the ones that go way over 100 mile an hour. And all the little shunters, too. Yeah, there's a massive train hub in Northern Ohio. Very nice. I mean, saying that, would Crewe class as a small town? I think you could make the argument that it kind of does. And Crewe is a 12-platform station, a railway junction, and a town to support it, and that's it. I've hardly left my own front yard. Skipping, you'd be amazed at how many people have never been overseas from here. Like the amount of people I know that have never gone outside of the UK. And yay, it's going darker, so guess what I've got to do with the La camera again? I've got to start trying to play around with it. Let's drop the brightness a bit. Let's drop that. Let's flick that on. And hopefully that's a little bit better. Yeah, Pumpkin's got "and train station" next to him, so you hate trains. Oh, I want to live next to a train station. You haven't been to the UK since you were 13, Jedi, but you were here for 5 weeks when you did. Met the whole family. Oh, I see. You got the family experience, did you? You know a lot of people that think of globetrotting as taking a charter plane to Gran Canaria. I have a belief that if you're going to claim to globetrot, you need to have done 6 of the 7 continents. I'll let you off Antarctica. I don't think that's necessary. But all of the others, I think absolutely. You know, there's a reason. You should go to them all if you're going to claim globetrotting. Lone Bessier, currently in the UK, can't wait to get back to LA. Ooh, contentious point, but yeah, I can understand that. It's from what I've heard, quite different. Right, let's sort of go. So we've got Night Morpheus's Railway Emporium. I mean, he's going for an Italian town as well. We've got Giggles there with that wonderful park. I wonder if a walkway is going to go between that sort of statue erection-y thingy. Latent energy. Good question. No mods themselves are actually banned. There are a few aspects that we generally ban. You are not allowed to use the import feature of Move It. Let's face it, you could import a whole city. You are not normally allowed to use the import feature on procedural objects. We have made an exception this time for this event because all 4 participants agreed that it was a legit exception to make, and it was so that one specific thing can be imported rather than having to do all the resizing. So that's been allowed. But ordinarily, we would not allow that. Because again, you could import huge swathes of building. If you are using the Rico Revisited mods, you must keep everything default. No changing your configs around. By the way, half an hour to go, folks. Half an hour to go. That's right, we're 3/4 of the way through. And the other thing is, you may use interchanges off the workshop, but they must be interchanges or intersections. They must not be road layouts. So you can't just plop a grid. You have to draw your roads. But you can put interchanges from the workshop in. Oh, Twitch Amsterdam, are you going, Pumpkinhead? I haven't decided, A, if I've got the money, and B, if I want to go. And C, if I can be fiddled to go out of the country. I mean, I would like to go to a TwitchCon. I just don't think this is the year for it. So seeing Giggles now decorating up that sinkhole, I think that's what that would be rather than a meteor strike. But, you know, we'll get the VODs. Don't forget, folks, the VODs do go on YouTube. So if you want to rewind and see this on Wednesday at 5 p.m, the VOD will go live on YouTube. That's right, folks. Wednesday at 5 p.m. No TwitchCon this year. Excellent. So I'll try and go next year then. Oh, no, Pumpkin. You can go for your name. I'm not having you going out being games in a snap. That's not fair. You'll tarnish our wonderful name. Give us TwitchCon EU in London for 2023. Now that, Jedi, would be a night. Do you know, I'd almost prefer to go abroad to another capital city than go to London. Not saying that I'm not a London fan, but I do maintain that the best part of London is Euston Station. I absolutely maintain that. I mean, I would go down there, but it's an expensive weekend. Then again, nowhere's going to be cheap. And you know I want to spend my money on that CPU upgrade. You know I want to do that. Can't justify it, but I still want to. Anyway, we're not here yapping about me, are we? That's not what we should be doing. What we should be doing is talking about our wonderful builders. How we have Eclipse Chris getting those... Car Parks is doing with... is he doing those manually? Hello, chat. Does Chris... Has no one told Chris that there are, like, parking mods that do this for him? I mean, don't tell him now. 1, he can't do it, and 2, we're not going to stream snipe. Interesting. Lone Bear CA, the best part of London, seen it out the plane window on the way home. I don't fly to London, so I'm going to say the best part is the train station and leaving the train station on your way home. Well, yeah, you make exactly the same point I make. Ohio would be very cheap except for transport, and a TwitchCon Europe in Ohio would be a interesting idea. Fine, not London, maybe a field 2 hours away. Yes, there's one about in that direction. Just there. That's about 2 hours from London. Pumpkin will be there, but probably get lost in Ancafe or Devalen. Yeah, maybe. Woo! Twitch can't see the point, saying Sunland Barb. Glastonbury. Do you know what? You could have TwitchCon there. That could work. May I propose Manchester as an option, though? TwitchCon US will always be in Cali just for the sake of Twitch itself. Yep, I agree. Also seeing Giggles there working on nighttime view, working on that park. Really, really going to town with those details. Night Morpheus working more with the flattening gun, or I think that was the smoothing gun. Manchester, you mean it would be less travel for you? Oh yeah, I mean it'd be a lot less travel for me. It's like an hour up the road. 45 minutes up the road. I'm not saying 45 minutes. Minxie will make jokes. But it is about that. So we've got Zirizi looking underground, trying to sort out water issues. An hour and 20 minutes from you. Nice, Lone Bear. So, dare I ask roughly where in the UK you are? Because this could be scary. Eclipse Chris working on, looks like sort of some barrier work, is that? That does look very barrier-esque. Brick wall props. Now, if he zooms in, are they touching, or has he got his? They do look. They just about look like they're touching. Okay, cool. South Yorkshire, right? Lone Bay, you're about an hour away from me. Then. That's fair. If download was the continuation of TwitchCon, you would not hesitate. Or Glastonbury. Fair enough, Skip, and I've never done a music festival. Thank you very much for the follow, XX Reezy XX. And for that wonderful raid, Regnito, welcome on in, Raiders. We are just over 24 minutes away from finishing our games in a snap. We're doing cities in a snap, and we're doing small towns this evening. We have 4 wonderful participants. We have Night Morpheus, we have Eclipse Chris, we've got Giggles, and Zirizi. And if you stick exclamation mark participants into the chat window and then go and follow all 4 of these wonderful humans. So we're sort of in the detailing phase. I think everyone's kind of got towns built up. We're getting, I'm seeing sort of between 2,000 and 7,000 population. And they're all under 10. So that's, that would definitely count as small in most places. Thank you for sticking that in chat, Tails and Wings. Good time to join us. Oh, absolutely a good time to join. Imperial Jedi is correct, as always, or as normal. I mean, I'm not going to say Jedi is always correct. I just did, didn't I? Now, we'll run with it. Jedi is now our oracle. I've just decided. Except when he believes that it's got 3 hours. Because he hasn't. No. Tons of rock only this year. Hope to do better next year. Talking about the festivals. Fair enough. Whoa, Misa loving the Jedi. Oh, Bob. Bob, did you really bring that Star Wars character up? You did, didn't you? You absolutely did. It's always a good time to join Games in a Snap. Well, do you know what, Regnito? Thank you very much, and I would absolutely agree. It's always a good time to drop by and say hello. If so, meet up, I'll get you beer. Beer. Have you just offered to buy the whole chat of beer, Pumpkin? Because I mean, we're all going to say yes, obviously. Those of us that are old enough, definitely. Yeah. So, what are we doing detail-wise? Well, we're seeing Zirizi sticking in. This is not so much detailing as putting the farms in. So, he was talking about having farms and a farming town. So, I'm expecting to see huge swathes of farms now. For those not from America, for those from sort of the UK, a farm in America would be the size of a small to medium city over here, I would say. Like, you think I'm joking about the size of them? No, I am absolutely not joking. They're humongous. So that is certainly something to watch for. Now we've got Giggles here using the tree gun. Now what's interesting here, and again, please don't go into chat and tell her this, but she's got the forest brush and is yet still individually plopping trees. I don't know what you'd be doing at this point in the competition, but I would probably be whacking that brush size up. I would be trying to get forest brush out and doing some sort of multi-tree brush thing, and I'd just be gunning those trees into the ground. If I wanted trees would be gunned in. Jedi, you think it's just to fill in some areas a bit more? Yeah, that's a fair point, but yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that, you know, that's probably what I would be doing. A farm in Norway is the size of a South American intersection. I can believe that, but that's partly because I've seen the size of American intersections. Holy moly, they're big. So we're coming up to the 20-minute mark. Night Morpheus is putting buses in. Very nice. Thinking about public transport, thinking about that traffic. What do you think, chat? Do you like this? Do you think that this is worth the time to get public transport in? You need a PhD to figure some of our interchanges out. Soylent Bob, I agree. But over here, like, the only really terribly hard one to figure out over here is Spaghetti Junction, M6 Junction 6. The other fun ones are the Magic Roundabouts. Skipping, yeah, even small road intersections are huge over there. Oh yeah, no, yeah, humongous. Mingsy Rose, thankfully I've been demoted to host. Yes, I have been demoted to host. Yeah, I think we're going to have to keep that meme running. Don't underestimate walkability, latent energy. That is great advice. I mean, the best way of solving traffic is as few cars on the road as possible. That will always help with your traffic. But is that a detail that you guys are looking for right now? Who knows? And is this a separate town? And has Night Morpheus been putting in extra connections? I think he has. I think he's yeah. I'm highly impressed. So that's kind of a parkway area, you know, a rail interchange. Oh, that's going to be very interesting to see. I think that was the extra little bit he said he was going to try and put in. But yeah, looking at that traffic, I probably would be wanting to put buses in or something. Maybe an extra connection to that larger road. Not much time left though. Oh gosh, no, Jedi. And that number at the start is a 0, not a 1. So yes, 17.5 minutes coming up to. You're looking to understand why the town exists. Well, I think this archaeological dig kind of gives you that. You know, and these ruins, I think that town's probably just moved. That might be a thing. Death Fears 9, you have no idea how this game works, so you're just watching. Soylent Bob, the same. What I will say is that I know that you guys play Planet Coaster, and this game is absolutely as jank, if not more jank than that. Especially when you start adding mods, you can get some right jankiness. But on the flip side, placing roads in Skylines is so much easier than paths in Planet Coaster. There we are, Zero Easy doing what I'd suggested. That probably went by so quick that he missed it, but he just tree gunned that whole area. So quickly I didn't even have time. Board Builder, no! No, you're not Imperial Jedi. You understand the rules of 2 hours. Yeah, Death Fears None saw it. That was what I was on about. Look at the amount of ground you can cover with trees in like half a second. No, I do not say that at all. I do not. I say 16 minutes and 20 seconds. Something like that anyway. So let's sort of have a look. We haven't seen Eclipse Chris using Delmo's trees there. Again, going for single ones to tree gun them in. Looks like the coaster people are coming out of the woodwork to take this place over, and Silent Bob, for one, approves of our new coaster overlords. Do you know what? I don't think that's what it is at all. What I think we're doing is we are being a Games in a Snap community. That's right, folks. I think we're now transcending between games, and we are just being a wonderful community, enjoying whatever game is being played under our ridiculous rules. And yes, our rules are a bit ridiculous. But hey, what's fun without ridicule? You got to do it, haven't you? The force is strong with this one, saying Death Fears None. Well, let's hope it remains strong as we are soon to enter that last 15 minutes. There's a lot of crossover as well. Yeah, Minxie Road. I mean, it's building games. It's games where you start with nothing and you create things. And speaking of creating things, let's have a look at what Night Morpheus is creating right now. He is plopping in something. Well, he was going to plop in a building. But there's a car park that is being used as a car park. Oh, 15 minutes that went by so fast. Svi, if it went fast for you, and it went fast for us, just imagine how fast this is going for our wonderful participants here. Because, as you will probably know, this time either flies, goes slowly, or does both at once when you're taking part. Who knows? Anyway, we have got Night Morpheus working with that railway station, trying to get some fencing in or some walls in to protect the area. Very, very nice touch there. Oh, really going ham on the town wall idea. I see, that's interesting. Well, with 14 minutes left, that's right, folks, we're down to about 14 minutes. Looking at trying to get final details in. Hopefully these towns are built as far as these players wanted. We have Zirizi doing... hang on, I've seen tree guns and sort of flattening guns and smoothing guns, but is Zirizi using a people gun? That's bonkers. Wow. Oh yeah, Tails and Wings. Of course, you do have a few coasters in the workshop for cities. Silent Bob, do not get excited. They are not particularly realistic. They're lovely to look at and they're wonderful, but they will fail your realism test. I'll tell you that for nothing. But there's only so much you can do in an asset. And what you can do in the asset is wonderful. Been a bad day? Oh no! Why is that? Death Fears None. Please do. I hope you have a better evening. I hope that we're providing you with at least a modicum of entertainment and interest. I see. Is this a war zone? Are we seeing Zirizi make a war zone here? I mean, that's possible. And then you've got Giggles working through that night view as well. That's interesting. Again with the tree gun, again really sort of concentrating on placing those trees where they need to go. Yeah. Sending the best of vibes in your direction, sending those games in a snap. All the games in a snap love. Too many hours at work. Oh yeah, I know that all very, very well. I know that incredibly well, I'm afraid. Yeah. But it is what it is, and it works. You have wine now. Oh, well, Svi, that's just made all the difference. Night Morpheus, I want to see what's been going on there. I see a sports ball pitch of the football variety. I see what looks like an outside picnic area. Is that sort of connected to the church, do we think? I'm probably going to assume so. With Chris, out comes the tree gun. Here we go. We're going to now be able to watch a full-scale tree gunning. Well, that's not actually particularly strong tree gun brush. Regnito, you're going to have to find a Saturday where your schedule allows you to compete again. Yes, please. I would love that to happen, of course. And yeah, Silent Bob, they're very much an aesthetic choice. Essentially, it'll be a structure that provides an entertainment value, that's, you know, looks like a roller coaster and some train can go around it. We have Eclipse Chris really detailing that that UK style railway bridge there. Interesting how he used PO at the start to get that bridge the right width. I'd seen that bridge and never used it because I never sort of understood how he was planning to do it. Now I seem to have got it. Obviously, yeah, that I think I can make that work. Anyway, it's not really about us, is it? It's about our wonderful wonderful builders, and of course about chat. So it's just not really about me. That's good. What type of wine has Svi got? Red. Red is a type of wine. That works. No, Death Fear's not blood, just red. And we've got Night Morpheus coming up with Node Controller. This is the new Node Controller renewal. Pulling those main streets back a little bit. And then in with the intersection marking tool to create sort of stop lines. Yeah, very, very nice. Oh, we're under 10 minutes, folks. We are now in that final 10 minutes. This is where I am expecting to see panicking. I'm expecting to see potentially our experienced builders. I'm expecting to not see huge amounts of camera movement. Our less experienced builders, I am expecting to see a lot of whipping that camera around. I am definitely expecting to see that. Oh, Pumpkinhead. No. If you drink wine if you want wine. Beer if you want beer. Anything else? Is there an event schedule in the Discord or just on the website? That website is very out of date. The Discord will be the best place, but we don't announce events way in advance anymore. So, like, I'm now going to tell you that the next Planet Coaster event is the 2-leg event. That is going to be starting on the 14th of May. That is teams of 2. The Planet Coaster one is teams of 2. The first person will be building a roller coaster as realistic as possible on the 14th of May. The second person in the team will take the roller coaster that their roller coaster builder built, and another date in the future will have 2 hours to do theming and to scenery it up. So leg 1, 14th of May, is a pure roller coaster build. We are going to ask as well for maintenance facilities. We want maintenance facilities, but that's your lot. Cities event, we will probably have one towards the end of May. Oh, Deathfear's... Yeah, no, that's the first time, by the way, that it's been announced that I'm asking for maintenance facilities from the roller coaster builder. Yeah, so that's either a transfer track and a maintenance shed, or just somewhere covered to do maintenance on a block break or whatever. But May the 14th, we are having... yeah, the theme for the next cities event, yes, of course, that is going to be resort. The next cities event, whenever it happens, probably at the end of May, is going to be resort themed. And yeah, we are the 14th. We're going to be asking for some form of maintenance facility. We think that might not be happening. We might just say build the layout and nothing else. But a maintenance facility might be in. What we were not asking for, we're not going to be asking for evacuation stairs. We're not going to be asking for a full, like, evac setup. So, maintenance facility, like I say, we are likely to be asking for. Yeah. Pumpkin, no to both of those. I want to make sure I've got my dates right now. May the 14th. Well, UK to US is very different. Oh yeah. So let's have a look at these builds in the last we're coming close to that 5-minute mark. We've got Night Morpheus plumbing in some public transport there, getting some buses into his town. That's a great way of dealing with traffic. Oh, there's an amount. Is that bus work or is that? Are those road trains? Those are land trains, aren't they? Those are the road train things. That's cool. They are in the what's it? Your home park doesn't have maintenance sheds. That's a fair point. Maintenance shed isn't required. You just have to tell us in the showcase what your maintenance strategy is going to be. Now, I know that there are parks in the US where the maintenance strategy is we take the cars off the tracks, we ship them out somewhere, and we maintain them at an off-site location. Then we ship them back. So if you want that to be your maintenance strategy, that's legit. We want to see maintenance, we want to see thought put into it. So we want to know, what is your plan for maintenance? And we're now 4 minutes and 20 seconds away. Yep, that's right. We're within the last 5 minutes. We are definitely under 5 minutes by now. So yeah, that's literally it. We just want to give the coaster builders the option to add a maintenance shed or transfer tracks if they choose. So don't worry about things like that. Soon 1 hour to go, Skippin'. You're not Jedi. No. Ooh, that peaks the mic. Right, I'll remember not to shout and laugh like that. I apologise for your ears, folks, especially those with headphones. And now we will have a little looky at... Well, I've got many things. Just go and look in general in the Discord, everyone. Just during the break, go and look at that. I think you'll enjoy that. I think we'll all enjoy that. Yours will be the same as the Smiler. Anyway, I don't even know what the Smiler's maintenance shed is, to be honest. I'd probably try and do something like Pepsi Max Big One because the maintenance setup on that is just bonkers. It's hilarious. And we're less than 3 minutes out, so we're looking really for final details. Let's have a final scout round. Each of our wonderful, wonderful participants. I forgot the 5-minute warning, didn't I? Let me just broadcast something more interesting then. Let's do that. Let's broadcast like 2.5 minutes left. That works better. Yep, exactly as Silent Bob said. Some parks don't do maintenance on site. They just really have transfer tracks with a roof or something. Just a way of unclipping the trains from the tracks. And then just ship those cars off somewhere else. Get them maintained, get them looked up. Anyway, 2 minutes left. Night Morpheus looking at a bus station there with what looks like road trains on it. And quite a lot of them too. Looking to, make that bus lane work as intended. Very nice. We have Eclipse Chris working on, looks like going for some picnic benches outside. Well, given that says beer festival, that's going to be a pub with some broken benches. I see accuracy there. 1.5 minutes left. Let's have a look through. Hi there, Mama Van. Let's say that Zereezy is putting in some more green power. Oh, using signs to jump power around. Look at that night shot. Trying to see, small town. I don't know how small that is, but fair enough. Shut down part of full maintenance run. Yeah, Skipper, and that works in the last minute, folks. And we have Giggles, who is sketching around doing night work, really just looking over her work. Should be proud, looks happy. I think we have 4 builders who should be incredibly proud of their work. They have done incredibly well. Oh, a little bit of a traffic jam there on Morpheus' screen. Is he going to try and fix that now within the next 30 seconds? That's all, folks. 30 seconds left. We've got Zero Easy getting out the tree gun. There we go. The tree gun's operating at maximum volume. That is Forest Brush, by the way. That's the actual name of the mod, but I'm calling it the tree gun because it just guns trees into the ground. Or it can take FPS off you if you're not careful. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gonzo. And we are done, folks. We are done. That is finished. That is Games in a Snap, Cities in a Snap, done for tonight. I did Tails and Wings, and I was wrong on that. Yes, you caught me. I predicted sort of, I suppose, whipping the camera around, more erratic camera movement, whereas I predicted for the more experienced builders, smoother camera movement. But either way, I was not necessarily right. Yeah, Skipper, I think you're on a little bit of a delay there, but I do start the timers at the same time and stop them at the same time. So the 2 hours is literally what we think. Anyway, we are going to be going for a quick break very soon. I'm going to have 5 minutes. Everyone, make sure to recharge your mugs. This is a medication check for anyone that takes medication. Please do make sure that you take it if you are able to. Obviously, if it's too late, if you've missed the dose, see if it's safe to take it. If it's safe to, do so. If not, make sure to remember for next time. You can vote Aaron. Everyone will be able to. But we are going to very quickly have a few minute break, and then we will come back and do the showcases. Thank you all very much, and please do stick around. I'll see you in a few. Hello everyone, I'm back. And of course, with switching over to that scene and switching that, we have gone out of sync. So let's restart these streams. Let's refresh them before we get to the showcases. We don't want to be lagging by ridiculous amounts of time, do we now? That would be bad. That would be terrible. So let's make sure that we're up to date. Thank you very much. Hi there, Eclipse Chris. Oh, it was a great one. I think you're gonna be amazed when you see what everyone's done tonight. Let's just pop up everyone's streams, make sure that we are back somewhere near in sync. Otherwise, that'll not be funny. It would be handy if everyone would pause. I'm not that bothered because we're not testing. We're not watching. We're not using population as a metric on this version. So it's less important, but yeah. It's all pure chat vote these days. And what I think we should do now is go into our showcases. So what will happen is we'll do a quick chat, and then we'll give each of our participants 5 minutes to give us a tour of their wonderful cities. The first wonderful builder that we're going to chat to is going to be, of course, Night Morpheus. Hello, Night Morpheus. How are you doing?
Hey there. I'm fine, thanks. Well, I'm still alive after.
You're still alive. That's great. So before we get started, probably just asking now that it's over, how did you enjoy the event?
It was fun.
Excellent.
As usual, it was a bit stressful at the beginning, but after a bit of time, that stress just passed.
Yeah. So, would you come back and do it all over again?
Excuse me. Sorry, it was Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you asked.
Would you come back and do it again?
Definitely. I mean, as I said, this is my 4th time here, plus a couple of those parallel events.
Exactly. So, well, in which case, you know the drill. You've got 5 minutes to give us a tour of your small town, and we will probably have questions from chat as well. 2 things that I would like to see is, can we please see your night view at some point, and can we see your traffic number at some point as well? And your 5 minutes is gonna start now.
Traffic is pretty bad, also because, yep, I didn't calculate these roads here that were, to be honest, they're not the best. So, well, I mean, it was 54%, like 10 minutes before the end of the stream, we are 70%, so that's great. It's more than nice. Night view, I hope we'll reach it during this. Anyway, this is town that was built by the Romans. Romans came here. We are in Europe, maybe Italy, maybe France, maybe something like that. Romans came here, conquered the population here, probably the Celtics, and they created a castrum here that basically now they could call it a fortress city, something like that. And you can still find some of their stuff here. Got some temples here. The biggest temple here around here. We got some other ruins here and there of the Roman times. They are still excavating the town, so that's why there's a lot of empty stuff, because yeah, they are still excavating this town. But it's already open to the public, like Pompeii and stuff like that. Obviously, during the time, because of barbars, probably Attila came in and basically wrecked the city. The city fall into disrepair, and the population itself moved from this town here to create a new town, just here more near the water and stuff like that. And we got here more medieval style town with cobblestone roads, with the medieval stuff like this convent here. What's it called in English?
A
Convent
monastery.
here. And here, here nighttime. Here we got the town hall of the, and got also obviously some cobblestone plazas here just in front of our town hall. All the town is a typical medieval structure, narrow roads. Unfortunately, not a lot of medieval buildings, but still some stuff that's still around, like don't see, like here. To this church here, for example, got those 2 residences here. Got this other town, the other residences here. Got here and there, we've got still some medieval architecture. They've got also a train station that connects the town itself, the village itself, to the suburbs of the main city of the region, the nowadays main city of the region. This obviously is one can represent a suburb area of the capital, probably, or something like that. And they've got the main station, train station here, connects to the region and stuff like that. Just puts on, as I said, it wants just to represent the suburbs of a main town around here, probably the capital or something like that. What else have we got? Well, I don't know. Any questions? Yeah, obviously we got the main churches and stuff like that. Got the church here with the graveyard here and stuff like that.
Very nice. Any questions from chat as well? You've got a little bit of time left if you want it. So I'm seeing coloured
Obviously,
lights.
you've got
Ooh.
train lines, sorry,
Yeah.
as bus lanes. Bus line 1. Got you. It's a nice trains that brings people from the station to these touristic
Oh, the
area.
nice sort of tourist sort of road trains.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love those. And then you've got other buses as well. Yeah, very much so. So you've really sort of thought about public transport here as well, clearly.
Yeah, and transport is also pretty nice. We move 366 per week. Just a little less than 10% of the population. That's a lot.
It's a lot. That's big. Anyway, I think that's the time. So thank you very much for that wonderful tour, Night Morphis. And
More
we
than
will
welcome.
we will chat to you after the voting. So
Yep.
thank you very much. And then up second we have the wonderful and well, let's just say the wonderful Eclipse Chris.
Good evening. Welcome, everyone.
Good evening. How are you doing?
A bit more relaxed now, which is a nice vibe.
It's always good.
I realised I didn't turn on my not traffic lights, my road lights, because I don't have them on in my normal city because I placed them myself.
Yeah.
So I'm missing a lot of street lights.
Fair enough. Yeah, they've just been switched off to save electricity. We've got one of those.
They're all being
up here.
upgraded to the new energy efficient ones all at the same time, so everyone's without lights for the moment. They just did a mass recall of them.
By the way, in chat, if you're not from the UK, you might think that this is a complete joke. No, this is how councils in the UK work. This is absolutely realistic. I will tell you that now. That does happen. That kind of nonsense happens. It's hard to talk about councils in the UK without using unsavoury language.
Of course.
Anyway, I shall ask the obvious sort of question of, did you enjoy this this event? I'm hoping so, considering how keen you were to get into it.
Yeah, I'm always keen to do stuff that I'm interested in, such as small towns and such, and the smaller areas, because trying to do big areas within 2 hours quite tricky. So I try and sort of avoid the bigger stuff.
Yeah, and obviously, would you take part again?
Oh yeah, I've taken part many times in the past, and it's a good fun event.
Yeah,
everyone enjoys themselves, and challenges myself to build something within such a short time period that I don't normally do, because I normally would build this whole thing within, say, 6 or 7 streams of 5 hours each.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is weird talking to you as, host participant rather than fellow participant and fellow participant. Anyway, that being said, you've got 5 minutes on the clock. Do you want to start nowish?
Yep. So we'll start now. So I'm going to start with all the graphics turned up so you can actually see the decals, because it's no FPS as soon as I try and move it around. This is sort of the overall scope of it. So it's a very traditional sort of UK town that you'd see in the ruralness of the UK. And we've got a bypass road of the main sort of road going around the outskirts, and you've got the main street that comes through the centre, and it sort of just joins up to the other side. So all the heavy traffic would go around the outside, leaving all the town traffic to be as light as possible. So it's access only, essentially. So I went for the sort of the overall scope, sort of the fields that you'd get on the outside, like the what you'd say, rape fields and sort of general fields. We got a field with some solar energy, because we've got a lot of that going on now. So you would normally see a load of field areas being bought up and taken over and made into power stations, essentially. So we'll take the graphics off so we can actually have a better look through the cell. I'll actually do it.
At some point
so it disappears.
At some point as well, can we please see night view and traffic numbers?
Of course. I'll have the day-night cycle go on, so it can actually get to night.
Excellent.
That should be. That should do it. Yeah, so I went for, as I was saying in the interviews, was the Beecham Cuts. So we've got the old train line that has been pulled up and it's been turned into a pedestrian pathway, which is what you'd normally see nowadays, to make use of the area and a bit of leisure and such. And it goes all the way across to the derelict station over here. So I've made it as overgrown as I can make it. So it's sort of disused and yeah, pretty much like that. I've gone for a lot of terracing, which is you would see a lot of that with semi-detached dot around on the outside. So you'd normally get all of the terracing within the core of the towns because they're the older sort of buildings, and you would sort of get more of the detached stuff as it goes in later. And we're going down into nighttime, as you can see, half my lights are not there, but we got the main lights in anyway. So this is the sort of the night shots. We've got a little industrial sector out here. Got a little football field, and the main parking area in the centre here. That's where the donut cycle's going when the simulation's not working. We've got the central core of the commercial side, sort of the little tiny streets and the wall-to-wall terracing. We got little KFC and of course Greggs the Bakers. Can't have a UK town without a Greggs in it, and a Poundland, of course. So we'll go back into daytime so we can actually just see some stuff for the moment.
Cool.
So I tried to get as much greenery in there as possible, sort of a lot of hedgerows and such. It was quite challenging to get all this stuff in just by placing it by hand. I had to sort of try and cut some corners by copying and pasting a lot of the time. Yeah, the overall sort of look of it is very much like you'd see. So it's very sort of realistic, and a lot of realism I go into in all my builds, and which I tried to do today. This is the parking area in the centre with the old walls, and we've got a load of pubs, many pubs in the UK. We've got 1, 2, 3.
I noticed
4,
how
5.
there were some cars in that car park that were parking across multiple bays, or
Oh yeah, you definitely
wrong
get that.
side.
They don't
So,
care.
Entirely
don't care.
realistic.
Got all the decals, all the roundabouts and things, and we got Ernie in the playground, looking all very lonely.
Aww. I thought we were
Poor
getting a
Ernie.
huge Ernie.
I know, I forgot. I ran out of time.
At least we have an Ernie, so that answers Minx Heroes'
That
question.
does, yeah.
And
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're getting emotes. We're getting Ernie's in chat
Oh,
as
we're
well.
getting the emotes.
Your
And of
chats
course-
are making up for Ernie.
And of course, we got the petrol stations near the sort of the main arteries of the roundabouts and such that you would normally get. So you've got a Shell garage over here, and we've got a fire and a BP garage on this side.
Very nice. And I think
or juicing.
that's about all she wrote. Oh, fire! Anyone who's got fire on your bingo cards?
We got the fire.
If you've got fire on your bingo cards, we have fire. That is excellent. Right, well, thank you very much for that wonderful tour, Chris.
You're welcome. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and good luck to us contestants.
Do we have any other questions in chat other than... Oh, can we have a look at your traffic number as well, please?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, go on.
Just over 2,000 population. This is where it gets fun.
Latent energy...
76%.
That's not bad.
Wow, I was expecting worse because of the
That's very not
this
bad.
area. It's just the road network.
I'll answer Latent Energy's question, although I'll ask it to you as well. Is it common in the UK that many houses in small towns have similar design? Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, you get a lot of repetitiveness.
Very common.
Especially with terraces, they're all the same. Basically, you'd have some differences of colour on some of them. Normally what they have on the outside.
Yeah. You can have... You can even have very, very, very similar terraces between different regions.
Oh yeah, different times as well.
Yeah.
So you get Victorian and
But you know, I mean,
60s and 80s and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I'm sort of around the middle area, and I've been down south and seen an identical house to one I used to live in.
Yeah.
You know, go further north than me, and the design does change a little bit. The type of brick changes, but that's that's all she wrote.
You would get a lot of difference in a lot of like rural stone houses in the villages, like the really older ones. But this is sort of the like wartime sort of era, I should say, that all this stuff would get built because that's the boom that happened.
Yeah. Tails and Wings is asking, are there any vanilla assets in there?
I think there is a vanilla tree here. Yeah, they've got a vanilla tree.
I
A vanilla tree.
I noticed that most of your trees weren't. Most of them were the wonderful Padelmo trees,
the
I
map
believe.
ones, yeah, a lot of Padelmo, many Padelmo. But yeah, I've got a couple of vanilla trees knocking around, but everything else is all assets off the workshop.
Yeah.
And I normally rock around 12,000.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Right, well, in which case, I shall say thank you very much. And we will chat to you again at the very end, no doubt.
I suppose one bit, just before you quickly go, it's nothing too special.
Oh, go on. Go on. I'll be nice.
Is it going to be visible? Of course, there he is. We have the Nicolas Cage moon.
Oh, yes, Nicolas Cage is back out.
Gotta get that in there. It's a bit dark.
Yeah. Right, anyway, thank you very much for that. And then we will go over. Let's do the thing. I can normally do this more smoothly than this. However, now we are going to say hello, very much so, to Giggles. Hello,
it's my
Giggles.
turn. Hello.
Yes, it
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing?
Good.
Did you enjoy the event?
I did enjoy the event. I had a lot of fun.
Excellent.
I would definitely love to do another one.
Yeah, you've answered my second question already. I like it when people say things like that. So it saves me the hassle. It saves me the bashing from Minxie if I don't ask it.
Yeah.
So, at some point we'd like to see. Well, you've shown us the night view already, so that's one thing we like to see. The other thing we would like to see at some point is your traffic number, if we can, please. And are you ready for your 5-minute showcase?
Yeah.
Right. Give us the tour.
Okay. So, first thing that happened, fortunately, we wanted some kind of cool thing that you could go look at in the town. So we had, a sinkhole just, happen to come up here. So we made a little park of that. You can make this long journey. This is our sinkhole ritual park. We made a nice little place down here, lights and everything. There's a little girl, Quasi's little girl, is watching this, or was watching it, and her favorite color is purple. So our main trees on the drag is purple. We had to go with that. We are kind of calling this like an old rich town. So these people have money. They've been here for a while, but it's just like a small town. Nestled in the trees, very natural. We also have 2 parks over here. We just call it Water Tower Park. Pardon?
No, sorry, I was just copying that.
Okay. We got Water Tower Park, which hence the name Water Tower. On this side, it's up in the hills that you get to walk around. And then this side, it's raised up. So there's kind of like a ravine below. You can take the pathway through there and enjoy the nature. They love nature up in here. So this is one side. They are split on 2 different sides of this hill. Up here, we do have our nuclear ink. Their main money bringer in this town is their nuclear plant. And then they have some forestry industry up there. Going to the other half of this town, up this drag, we have one of our fire stations and then our riding stable. Because who doesn't want a nice riding stable for our rich small town? got some shopping, some more residential. That's where our high school is. We have dotted around different places our elementary schools, and I did put one at the very top of the hill so that you could say, you know, back in my day, I had to walk up all the way up the very top of the hill before they put the new one in. Yep.
Yep, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
How are you going to make it so that they had to walk uphill both ways, though?
Oh, very true. But yeah, they put the newer one in so you don't have to walk as far. But yeah, they had to walk all the way up, all the way down, and then they put the new elementary school in. Down this way, we just have more like shopping along the main drag. This road is like the main one, so it's the same throughout the whole thing, and then back down to the highway. That is pretty much it. We did a lot of trees. They're huge nature people. Pathways, parks, little hidden amongst the trees here. Yeah. I think everybody's favorite was the Sinkhole Ritual Park. They definitely like that.
Yeah.
When that happened, nice little walk up here. And then you can even like look down into there if you want. Just watch your step.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That must be the slowest white knuckle ride ever.
Yeah. Oop. And then our traffic. You guys wanted to see traffic. I'm usually huge into traffic too, so we were sitting at 75%.
Nice.
So I think most of my traffic issues is coming from this highway. I didn't really address the highway. I just built the town, so
yeah,
our traffic issues are coming from the pre-placed highway.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
we can see where the colours are changing.
Yep. Yeah, there you guys go for the traffic lovers out there.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
too am a traffic lover.
There are plenty of us out there. Don't worry.
Yes.
So,
questions?
now that it's dark again, can we see the park at night, please?
Yeah. This part?
Yeah.
I'll even slow this down. So we got this park here. Sinkhole Park.
Yeah.
Got lights all around it and here as well. And then we have way over here. We got these parks here nestled in the trees. This one goes along the hillside. And then this one, of course, goes in the ravine. That is just really, really treed. Lots of bushes.
And I think that's all she wrote.
Yep.
So thank you very much for the wonderful showcase.
Yes, thank you guys.
Feel free to set that up in any position you like now.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that was Giggles. So we have one more showcase to go, folks. That's right, just one more showcase. Let's say a huge, huge hello to Zreezy. Hello there. How are you doing?
I think we're going to do that well. Oh my gosh. Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
Hey, how's it going?
Here.
We're just memeing, waiting for you.
Yeah, I thought you might be. Thought I was seeing memes going on.
Yeah, there's a few going in the background. How are you guys doing?
Excellent.
These builds are awesome. We're nervous for ours. Time to go.
Great, thanks here. How are you? How was the build?
Good. It was awesome. I think I learned firsthand that time management is not a good skill I have. No, there was definitely some stuff that I probably spent too much time on early on that I quickly realized was not important, like line marking tools and stuff. Oh, by the way, can everyone hear? Let me make sure everyone can hear you. Yeah, okay, cool. You can. But there's stuff like that I was like, oh man, I learned the hard way that that's probably not important, and when you only have 2 hours.
Yeah,
and there's a few other things like asset wise that I wasn't super stoked about, and a few things I wish I could have gotten into, But yeah, no, it pretty cool.
Well, would you consider coming back and doing another at some point?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Long time viewer, first time caller.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that's
of
usually
course.
my line.
Is it? Okay. But yeah, of course I'd come back. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'd come back more prepped. So
Oh, excellent.
it,
Yeah, I think we'll say that after our first time.
I come back against
Anyway,
yeah, we'll have to do a good one. So
anyway, during your showcase, could you show us both day view and night view, please? If you
sorry, someone
can,
switched the screen. It's
I'd be
just a random screen meme that happens.
I would
I
be
might have forgot
tempted
that
to
that does
stop
that.
that happening. I would be tempted to try and stop that for now.
Yeah, I'll try my best
If you can. I
some of it's
should
all
have
hooked
said.
up,
I knew I forgot
but
to say something at the start, and that
yeah, it's
thing
okay.
was do try and disable certain things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay, yes,
and
I will go on.
also
And so, what do you want to see?
day view, night view, and traffic numbers. And if you've got any public transport numbers, and we'll give you
Cool.
a 5-minute time to showcase your city, starting, let's say, about now.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna press play just to kind of show you the movement. Okay, so traffic. Let's see. We'll post that up first. It's not terrible. We're at 80%. A lot of it, honestly, you can tell is pretty green in our town, our old town.
Yeah.
It's honestly this map is like this map has some really like things I didn't touch. Whoever built the map has. I think someone else brought it up already too. But yeah, so there's some red, but that's like from
Oh yeah,
the traffic is for sure from
the map is a Jankosaurus of maps.
a little bit, yeah. So I would have, if
was
I had more
being-
time, I would have redone some of those roads probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our traffic. Let me show you different times here. So let's do like a night view. Let's get like a good dusk. Yeah. Do normal time. Okay, so that's kind of like our city square. I'm also going to drop this a little bit, get a little smoother camera going, which I think I can do that way. Nope, wrong button. Nope, wrong button. I don't know. I can't do it. Okay, so we have our nighttime view, and then our city's kind of town hall is where all these people are. A park here. That's kind of like where the original town hall and kind of downtown was. I'll kind of just get in some different angles of the night view. I'm gonna switch to day view so it's just easier to see. But typical small town, right? Just like kind of lit up kind of in the downtown. Gets a little bit darker as you get further out. Some of our city services are lit up, around here. We have some different types of power options and kind of right off the highway. And since it's kind of a smaller old town, there's not much, again, as you can kind of see as a further out view, we kind of have our just traditional, you know, kind of small town out here. So let me switch it to daytime here. Yeah, okay. I also kind of purposely chose this it's like think like a cinematic HD LUT. Only because too it kind of gives like almost like a film vibe of like kind of older, like I don't know, kind of makes me feel like the cinematic makes it feel a little bit older. So downtown we do have our train, our transportation train, old train station. Again, as I brought up, here's our kind of town hall or town square. Then we kind of have some older kind of historic, downtown, different pieces of commercial down here. Then as you kind of get out to the smaller neighborhoods, more of like a newer school, people playing on the football field. It's a nice little view for kind of our small town, hometown football team. Um, we do also have some crazy things going on here. Small town, what would be a small town without a little bit of an alien invasion going on? So there is some aliens involved, and naturally taking a few of our citizens. But small town, it's a little weird. See with their nice little drive-in. They're watching Old School, I believe. Will Ferrell. Don't get DMCA'd, but yeah, we got our movie at the drive-in here. And then I will turn it back to nighttime for a second so we can see. I love this asset, and it's a good one, especially when it's nighttime and we can get it to be. Does the lights turn on for it? There it goes. Always a good, like, kind of a cool. I like to call it like a small town, like tourist attraction, right? Like something kind of neat that you would have to kind of like mark the city. So it kind of gives a cool vibe to it. Again, you're not gonna have much tourists in a small town, but something cool like that, be like, oh yeah, I go to that small town. They got that really cool star. So just that. So bring it back to daytime now. Um, yeah, so that's kind of our kind of downtown area and residential. And this is again where something I kind of wish I almost would spend a little more time with on some of the assets to kind of make this feel a bit more full. But we were trying to do in this area kind of our farming districts and areas. Kind of again small town as you got the highway, kind of go through the farming, and then you kind of get to the city further on. My also thinking was again if I had probably spent more time, I would bring this water a little bit further in to kind of almost have that as like an original like put in some docks of like where the original maybe water flow would have came through for the city, where they kind of settled on top of the hill above like the stream of water and stuff. I did put in a lake here. I kind of just wanted it something a little bit more to fill out the space. Um, yeah, and then we kind of have just our our services down here. Again, very basic interchange off of the highway, off the main, just to get people, nothing wild. And then our favorite and final meme, as someone in my chat brought up, that we got to show is, of course, it wouldn't be a small town without a little bit of a zombie apocalypse starting. So we have the military over here. We have them fighting off a few little, zombie apocalypse starting, taking over different parts of our town. They're kind of on the outskirts now. They're trying to quarantine them. They kind of set up a little makeshift military base. So yeah, we kind of have a little bit of a situation brewing here, as you can see. So
Yeah.
naturally, small town zombies, they go hand in hand. It's like between getting invaded by aliens and zombies. Those are kind of the two small town tropes. So
Yeah, and you got them both. And that is
exactly,
about all she wrote, I'm afraid.
yeah. So I'll give you,
Um,
I guess, one kind of last little view of our nice old town, our old small city.
all right, well, thank you very much. And with
Thank you.
that, I think we'd better go and deliberate and allow chat to deliberate.
Okay, I'll bring it
So
back to your chat then. Thank
I
you.
will chat to you soon.
Thanks.
Right then, folks. Wow, wow, wow. You guys have got a job coming up after I've done my job, which is, of course, to create this poll. Chris is getting best view you can give us. Fair enough. So, winner, and is it going to be Night Morpheus? Is it going to be Eclipse Chris? Is it going to be Giggles? Or is it going to be Zereezy? Well, we're going to find out in about 3 minutes, folks, because the poll is up. The poll is up, folks. You are voting for the best small town. Remember, this is not for your favourite streamer. This is for the best small town. We have if you can't see the poll, /vote 1 gives you Night Morpheus, /vote 2 for Eclipse Chris, /vote 3 for Giggles, or /vote 4 for Zereezy. But please, everyone, use your votes. Make sure to get those votes in. And remember, one vote can tip everything. It's happened before. It will happen again. Come on, folks. We have got about a good couple of minutes or so left on the poll. So let's sort of give a great point that I love about each of these places. Night Morpheus going for that archaeological dig. What a great reason to have a town there. The town has moved from its ancient roots and now they're doing the archaeological dig. You've got Eclipse Chris's UK town. Okay, it's slightly stung with the beaching cuts, but that's realistic. Really well detailed, everything plopped. You've got Giggles, who's really lent into that terrain, lent into the nature aspect, lent into the very sort of high class, almost verging on gated community style thing, but really sort of very, very affluent or effluviant, if you wish to use that term for it, neighborhood. Really, really nicely done. And then you've got Zereezy with the American small town farming industry area, trying to sort of capitalize on a little bit of sort of tourism and the tropes. So, I mean, I don't know how you would vote on this. I'm staggered by all four. I think everyone here did an incredible, incredible job. But please, come on, vote. We want everyone, even if you haven't seen the whole thing, from what you've seen, please get your votes in. Yes, I am literally crying out for your votes now, folks. We've got probably about 40 seconds left. Remember, if you cannot see the chat, if you can't see the poll, /vote space 1 for Night Morpheus, /vote space 2 for Eclipse Chris, /vote space 3 for Giggles, and /vote space 4 for Zereezy. And come on, you've only got a few seconds left. Get those votes in. This can still change. Believe me, this can all still change very fast. And oh my word, we have a winner. Let's bring our winner back into the chat. And our winner, of course, tonight is Zereezy. Congratulations.
Oh wait, you're back. What's going on? What?
You won.
What? We won?
Yeah,
Nice.
you won.
Oh man, I didn't prepare an acceptance speech or anything.
Congratulations. No need for an acceptance speech.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, and
Cool.
it was,
Honestly, I was pulling for Chris, so
I have
people
to
should
say,
listen to me.
it was quite a commanding win as well.
Was it? Okay. Well, I do think we pulled together at the end with some of the memes. Like I said, there's a few parts that like I definitely, if I had the time, I would have done differently. But I think we'll keep the city going and see what we can do with like a non-time constraint. See how it builds out.
Excellent. Well, of course,
Yeah.
with that win, you get an automatic invite back for the resorts. That's right. Next Cities in a Snap will be resort themed, and we'll sort out the dates as soon as we can. But we're thinking back end of May.
Okay, awesome. Well, maybe that'd be great to come back and see who. Yeah, the pressure's on though, right?
Oh yeah, you will be returning as champion.
Oh my gosh.
And with that,
cutthroat.
Oh yeah, very much so. Thank you very much for that, for those bits as well, Sandy.
Ooh, Sandy, nice.
Yeah. Right.
Well, thank you.
Shall we bring everyone else back in and have a quick chat?
Sure. Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Let's say hello again to everyone as I get them in as quickly as I can.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. We've just congratulated Zereezy, first time entry.
I noticed.
And I mean, what a job everyone did. But I think Chris, you got out memed.
Giggles did pretty well because she's on fire right now.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Don't look at that.
hang on.
No, I think you guys did all amazing. Everyone did such a good job. I was so impressed.
We have to see. Oh yeah, I spy. There we are. There's a Games and Snap trope, everyone. We've got a fire.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Chris. I did see in the corner of my eye. I did see a flood and rolling gurneys.
Yes, there was. Yes.
Yeah,
There's always a rolling Ernie around.
Yeah.
You can never not have a rolling Ernie. I wonder if I've ever got one.
That happened.
When you want an Ernie, it's not anywhere to be found.
Yeah. No, it was. I have to say, really, really quite a close competition. I mean, I think Zereezy did very, very well, but everyone else was, it was.
Oh, there
everyone was in for it, and between everyone else, it was incredibly close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, plopping things by hand for 2 hours is a challenge.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
I don't know how I managed to put all this down in 2 hours.
I know, right? That's what's wild.
I don't know how you guys did that either.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a quick look. Yeah, all plopped by hand.
I ran out of time to actually do any detailing proper, so I decided to do the macro detailing rather than the micro.
Yeah.
Right. I'm getting shouted at by Minxie to ask you all, and especially, this time, definitely, every one of you, please, 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 before you build on your maps again or do anything with them, get as many screenshots as you can and get them in the participant screenshot channel in Discord.
Of course.
Because
I've been taking them already.
Excellent. Good man, Chris. You know the drill. Because I'm going to want to start tweeting those out. I'm going to want to start tweeting out, look at what our awesome folks did in 2 hours.
Right.
Because, I mean...
The duck.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, the man... Oh, yeah, Ernie.
Well, you'd be surprised to know that half these trees have been hand placed.
Oh, this looks good.
I'm very surprised
I
to know
was-
that the other half weren't.
I
Yeah,
was placing a lot of trees by hand too.
yeah, the
Yeah.
line tool does help.
And then I think Zirizi did my trick and just pulled out the tree gun, get the forest brush, get it big, and go.
Yeah,
Wow.
have to. Yeah,
Oh,
you-
look,
Well,
you
yeah,
have to
essentially
at a
did that
certain
on the
point.
outskirts, yeah.
Like, yeah, especially I was like, all right, I gotta get some. Like, it looks so, I gotta fill
A
in some blanks.
screenshot of the
right?
Yeah, like tree gun, bap.
Yep.
Oh look, detailing, high detailing done. Right, well, with that, folks, I think I've just got to say thank you very much to all our participants. Huge congratulations, Zirizi. Huge congratulations to everyone. Thank you. Congratulations to Gales for taking part. Chris, hand placing
Yes, well
everything.
done.
Morpheus for, even including public transport in 2 hours. And building
Yeah,
a
the
whole
public
separate suburb. Like, that was crazy. You all did crazy, crazy well there. So, remains thank you to you guys. Thank you to our wonderful moderators. Thank you to our wonderful team of staff.
Seeing as you missed out, guys.
And there he is. There he is. Hang on, let's embiggen that. There we go.
There's the big Annie.
There's the big one. And of course, a huge thank you to chat as well. Without any of you, this would not have been able to take part. And now I think we shall do the traditional thing, and we'll go and raid Zirizi, our winner.
Indeed, we shall.
There'll be celebratory dog treats. So if you stick around, you get to see the dog have an awesome dog treat.
There we are. That's the best reason ever.
People
Let
voted
me-
for the
Right.
dog, really. Come on.
I know. I'm not bribing anybody, but there will be dog treats involved.
To be fair, Chris, coming from the man who got people to vote for a rubber duck, I don't think you're in the right place to say that. I mean, you're
I
right.
didn't force anyone. I never forced anyone.
No, that is true.
People like the duck, they get the duck.
Yeah. In which case, thank you all very, very much, and stick around for the raid, folks.
Thank you all. Take care.
Thank you.
Cool.
See you all
Have a good
later.
night.
See ya.
Ta-da.
Okay, we also go